Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Violent Night 2. My name is Bullet and Awesome. In this opening contest, it's the war, and it's gonna settle this score. We got Tiernan Oak, Gary Noon, and folks, I've been told that there's only one man, OTT enough, to referee this bout. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to our special guest referee for the evening, Niall Fox. That's right, Foxy Bros in the house. Foxy is here, and he's gonna be our special guest referee. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Tiernan Oak and Gary Noon have been going back and forth over that World Heavyweight Championship. If you remember, folks, Tiernan was the champion. Gary Noon won contenders matchup. Gary defeats Tiernan by a brass knucks on pay-per-view. The next month, Tiernan Oak becomes the heavyweight #1 contender, and he defeated Gary in an ambulance matchup. And then Moonbeam Jr. defeats Gary at the end of a contenders matchup. Moonbeam Jr. steals the trifecta, the three-peat away from us, folks. And the week before, Moonbeam takes on Tiernan Oak, the heavyweight championship of the world. Tiernan and Moonbeam tagged up against Pete Boggs and Gary Noon. Only after the matchup, TKO Diego K. Oliveira cashed in his World Heavyweight Championship Future Shock briefcase opportunity and defeated Tiernan for the title. Garen was guest ref in that one, folks. They're one win apiece, and we've had to find someone brave enough to step in the ring with these two men at Violent Night. And folks, the only man big enough, brave enough, and ballsy enough to do it is Foxy himself. But folks, he's done it under some certain conditions. Foxy wants this one to be a Foxy's Rules matchup. Special guest referee, 2 out of 3 falls. Anything goes. And introducing first, folks, the former World Heavyweight Champion, the former contender, representing Team Delicious. He's also the first and inaugural The Internet's champion, Gary Noon. He's a TikTok sensation. He's a musician, comedian, influencer, and virtual wrestler. All-round nice guy, unless you're Tiernan Oak. Cause Garen, recently, his actions with TKO and Team Delicious to take the championship from Tiernan seemed a bit petty. It's as if Garen decided if he couldn't have the championship, he didn't want Tiernan to have it either. So he went into cahoots, we'll say, with TKO. They formed a plan, they hatched a plot. A 20-minute tag match. Garen and Pete Boggs lost the match, but they did the damage to both Tiernan and to Moonbeam Jr. TKO cashes in his opportunity in the main event, becomes the champion. Garen counts the fall. And folks, he was less than impartial that night, wasn't he? Let's see, will Foxy be impartial here tonight? When there's a referee needed, Foxy's your man, folks. And be sure to go on to find Foxy Bros on all your social media, folks. Follow their comic book, follow the artwork, and follow Foxy in general, folks. Gary Noon, follow him too. He's delicious. I want to thank you for joining us here for CWS for Violent Night 2. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then please do so. This is real simulated shoot combat, folks. This is where the best virtual wrestlers virtually wrestle. And here he is, folks. The Celtic King, the Irish living legend. This is Mr. Tiernan Oak. Tiernan Oak making his way down to the ring, folks. Slowly and surely, methodically, this guy ready to do battle. Tiernan is a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion. Tiernan is a 2-time contender. He won the OTT Multi-Man Madness matchup, folks. He's a former Feature Shop briefcase holder. Tiernan Oak, here to make himself immortal and for his legend to live forever. Tiernan's become a heck of a fan favorite here, especially in Cork, Ireland, where we are live to tape, folks. Thank you for being here. We've got the 12 matches at Christmas. It's the most violent night of the year. Later this evening, Eli Valentine challenges Thiago Caio Oliveira for the World Heavyweight Championship. We've got Lock and Load against Los Bestias Locas. Killian Curse defends the Light Heavyweight Championship against Prince Toro. Hannah Conda challenges Wanda Curse. The Platinum Kings will take on the Grim Reapers. Jackson Gage Harris defends his Intercontinental Championship against Pete Boggs. We'll have a women's contenders matchup, folks. The Yule Brawl will be here. And look at this. First ball of the matchup. 1, 2. And Tiernan O counts. He kicks out at 2. Garen drops the elbow across the chest, and Foxy watching on here. Off the ropes, and massive splash there. And we got a 1, 2, and Tiernan again kicks out, folks. This is the Violent Night. We're in that very famous stadium in Cork, Ireland. You know, the big one. Yeah, the one that you're thinking of right there, folks. That one. The big one with all the matches and shows. That's where we are. Doesn't it look lovely this evening? It's Saturday, 21st of December, folks. And we are live to tape on premium, free, live, event, pay-per-view stuff. And Garen taunting and posing here for those tombstoners in our touring Graveyard Arena. Garen grappling the back, and look at that, a reverse DDT, taking Tiernan down to the flat of those thin pads outside on the floor, those virtual pads that protect our virtual wrestlers from the virtual concrete below. We are CWS. Oh, look at that. That's the most fearsome right hand in Mayo. And we've got the 1, 2, not even a 2 count here as Tiernan now kicks out. And Garen will have a bit more to do, and maybe this is it, folks. A power bomb outside on the floor, and he's rolled through, and he's caught him. 1, 2, and Tiernan kicks out, folks. Remember, this is no disqualification. Foxy's rules, ladies and gents. And look at this. My God, he's going for a big backbreaker there, but Garen got the knee to the face, and Tiernan Ova's forced to release him. Big right hand. Garen with the discus forearm, and he's taking Tiernan down, and we've got a cover here. 1, 2, and Tiernan with the shoulder up again, folks. Obviously, falls will count anywhere in this matchup. Foxy, the referee, he's enforcing the rules, and tonight the rules are Foxy's rules, folks. And if this, stipulation goes well, then maybe we'll continue it. Is Garen Noom, after going under the ring and pulling out a table? He has, folks. And there'll be a table match in our feature later on tonight. The Intercontinental Championship, I believe, will be a tables match. Jackson Gage Harris, Pete Boggs, and look at Garen at the side, leg sweep, and he just took Tiernan down, and look, he's kept him, he's hooked him, and the submission applied here, but Tiernan's already fighting his way out of it with some stiff left punches to the face, and Garen's forced to release the hold. Tiernan now, can he capitalize on this break in Garen's offense? And it looks like he can, folks. He's scooping him up for a power bomb, and I think Garen clipped his head on the apron on the way down. Tiernan Oak with the power bomb outside on the thin virtual pads, folks. And now the double-handed choke here outside, and slamming Garen's head flat down to the mat like that. And Tiernan walking all over Garen, folks. And let me take this opportunity to show you the advertisement for Stadium Royale 2. There's 2 eyes in it, folks, because it's the second one. Tombstone TV every Tuesday night. And we are CWS. It's Championship Wrestling Series. We're on a season 2, folks. Stadium Royale 2025 is just around the corner. A 30-man over-the-top rope elimination matchup will be happening in January. And the road to Stadium Royale will start this coming Tuesday on Tombstone TV. The Christmas Eve edition. And look at this, elbows to the top of the head, and Tiernan scooping Garen back up on a big slam outside on the pads. And Tiernan now with the cover. We've got the 1, 2, and I thought we were going to get our first fall of the matchup, folks. Obviously, it's first to 2 falls wins in this one. And Tiernan scooping Garen up, and he drives him high with that top of his head DDT, and Tiernan with the cover. 1, 2, 3. The first fall of the matchup goes to Tiernan Og. And he just whips Garen into that turnbuckle, and Garen has been burst open, folks. He's clutching at his neck. And is that a barbed wire baseball bat here in the hands of Tiernan Og? And the cover here, we've got a 1, 2, and Tiernan gets the shoulder up, folks. Some speculation of a slow count, perhaps. Garen now taking the fight to Tiernan. He slammed his head onto that baseball bat, that barbed wire bat. Garen locking up with Tiernan, and he whips him. And now Tiernan reverses it. Garen into the barricade, and King Lear's leg drop. Ladies and gentlemen, he dropped the leg, and he scooped him up. Tiernan now with the running power slam. And Tiernan's got under the ring. What's he looking for now? A trash can, folks. If this was Ireland, if this was a country clean bin. Or is it, remember Sulu bins? They were class too. Tiernan rolling to the outside. And locking up with Garen. He's scooping him up onto the shoulders, and what the heck? An electric chair drop from Tiernan. And I think Garen clipped his head on the apron on the way down. And folks, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Now Fox counts that pinfall, and Tiernan does it. Back to back pins in the Foxy's Rules match to open Violent Night, and Tiernan picks up the victory. Tiernan, surely that puts to bed any thoughts that Garen's the superior Irish athlete. Tiernan standing tall at the end of this one. 2 falls to none. Tiernan picking up the first victory here tonight. What a match. Thanks for joining us, and folks, tonight's just starting. There's 11 more matches yet to come. Don't go anywhere. Violent Night 2 continues on. Live to tape from Cork, Ireland, folks. The Intercontinental Championship is going to be on the line in this one, and of course, folks, with Jackson Gage Harris of the Grim Reapers being the champ, it's Reapers rules being applied. The contender in this case, the Survivors match winner from the Eliminator pay-per-view, doesn't know what the stipulation is until he gets to the ring. Pete Boggs, the winner of our previous Survivors matchup, folks, in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. At the Eliminator 2 pay-per-view event, Pete Boggs took the place of Thiago K. Oliveira up against the other men who qualified for that bout. Pete went on to win the match that he shouldn't have even been in. But he did win it, folks, and that makes him the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. You remember, he's a good friend of Garen Noon. He's a partner of Garen, and Garen threw his money and his weight around Boggs last month. And he helped TKO take the title off of Tiernan Og. And now TKO's the heavyweight champion of the world, folks. He'll be in our main event tonight. Introducing the Intercontinental champion, though, folks. Representing the team of the Grim Reapers, the Motorcycle Club. This is the Sergeant of Arm, Jackson Gage Harris. Jackson Gage Harris has been a fantastic Intercontinental champion. I know people had their reservations anytime that the Reapers take a title, but Jackson has done well by that belt, folks, adding some prestige to the championship that had been hot potatoed a little bit in recent months. We'd had many short-term champs. Zach Evans held that for 28 days. TKO himself held it for 28 days. Travis the Savage Sanchez held it for 56 days. And at once, folks, that was held by Will Richards for 224 days. There is some serious prestige on the Intercontinental Championship. And will Jackson Gage Harris's reign with the belt continue, or will Pete Boggs take it down? And this one starts off hot, folks. It's, of course, a tables matchup. when the Reapers are the champs of the division, they get to decide the stipulation, folks. And Jackson Gage Harris has had a history of doing well in tables matches recently, putting Sunbeam through a table on pay-per-view to defend that very championship. Excuse me, folks. Will he get to do it again tonight? Will he be able to put Pete Boggs through the table? Or will Pete Boggs manage to put Jackson Gage Harris through? Look at Boggs with that big spike to the throat. Boggs just manhandling Jackson Gage Harris. Sliding now to the outside. And Boggs taking Jackson down to the mat. In total control here. Pete Boggs taking the fight to Jackson. Boggs locking up with Jackson. Up onto the back of the shoulders here, and can the Sergeant Department, the Grim Reapers, get out of this? Elbows across the face. Pete Boggs has to let him go. And Jackson scoops him up, and look at that. Slamming Boggs flat down to the mat, and just like that, Gage is in control. The rest of the Reapers, of course, have been banned from ringside. We know the man they call Motor and Wrench M have a big matchup themselves tonight. And look at that, Jackson with the clothesline taking Pete Boggs down. They will be trapped inside of a steel cage with the Platinum Kings. That's the Platinum Kid and Carlos Reyes. As this blood rivalry spills over, folks, and it can only be contained within that steel cage. And folks, we do have the 12 matches of Christmas. All these matches will have stipulations on them. Jackson picking up Pete Boggs and power slams him down onto that steel chair. Boggs clutching at its back here, and it offers Jackson the time to set up a table, perhaps. Boggs rolling to the outside. And Jackson setting up that table in the middle of the ring. Boggs now going under the ring. What's he looking for here, folks? He gets another chair. And he's getting a little chair in hand, and over the top of the head. He just cracked Gage. And Boggs knocks the table down. He's not done with Jackson just yet. But the Reaper goes to charge him with a shoulder tackle and gets blasted back. He's unable to knock Boggs down. And Boggs just bait Jackson with that table, and I think he burst him open, folks. His face is cut up and bloodied. Gage now in a bad way. He might be regretting picking a table match against Pete Boggs. How is he even going to get him up to get him through that table? He powerbombed Sunbeam. Will he be able to powerbomb Boggs? Who knows, folks. Gage looked a little out of it. He was a bit slow to react to that one, and Boggs managing to whip him off the ropes and get him down with that spine buster. And Pete Boggs whips Gage off the ropes, and look at this, he just choked him straight down. Oh, deadlift choke slam, and Boggs in control, folks. Team Delicious might be in for a fantastic night here, folks. Jackson taking a breather in the corner. Boggs has set that table up in the far corner, and now Jackson gets spine busted. Boggs leveling Jackson Gage Harris. That spine buster. Is Pete Boggs going to become the next Intercontinental Champion of the world? This guy, who was only in that matchup because he helped Garen, and Garen helped TKO. It was all a plot. Garen didn't want Tiernan to hold the title. If Tiernan held the gold, Garen was raging. So Garen created a ploy. Him and Pete Boggs would team up, and they'd target Moonbeam Jr. and Tiernan Og in a tag match. And then after the match, they had TKO cash in his feature shot briefcase. And Thiago K. Oliveira, after a 20-minute tag match for Tiernan Og, He challenged him for the title fight and TKO won, folks. You'll never guess what. There was a guest ref in that match too, and it was none other than Garen Noon. Tiernan, furious, laid down the challenge for a violent night against Garen. No title on the line, just violence and pride. And we saw how that one went in our opening contest here tonight, folks. But as a reward for helping TKO, for helping Garen, TKO pulled his name out of that Survivors matchup last month at Eliminator, and he gave his spot to Pete Boggs. Boggs went on to win the match that he shouldn't have been in. And now he's the number one contender, and here he is, folks, in this matchup with Jackson Gage Harris, and he did just eat a face full of steel steps. Can Gage overcome this big, powerful man here? Dropped him face first on at the virtual apron, and folks, we all know that's the hardest part of the virtual ring. Boggs now getting his knee driven flat into the thin pads outside on the floor. And he just kicks Gage off. Boggs now in control. Launches Gage back to the ring, and Gage's ankle clipped the table and took it down. Gage and Boggs. Oh, another shoulder tackle. Didn't work out for Jackson Gage Harris. But he kicks Boggs low. And now Gage bounces that table off the head of Pete Boggs. And now he's thrown the table. And Boggs is burst open too, folks. Both men bloodied in this one, but that's what the title means to these guys. They're willing to put their bodies on the line. Jackson Gage Harris now gonna spike Boggs and tuck him down. Gage has managed to turn the tides of this one a little bit in his favor, but now Boggs has whipped Gage into the corner. He's in front of that table, and Pete Boggs is gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking at the new Intercontinental Champion, and Pete Boggs defeats Jackson Gage Harris. And Pete Boggs is your new Intercontinental Champion. Can you believe it, folks? In only his second ever ranked singles matchup, Boggs picks up the win, and Jackson Gage Harris gets the L, folks. I can't believe it. I've said wonderful and awesome. The Voice of Raw Things Championship Wrestling Series related, folks. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then what are you waiting for? This next bout is a submissions matchup for the Women's World Championship of CWS. Introducing first the challenger, representing the team of Los Bestias Locas. She is a 3-time contender, 2 wins, 2 losses in ranked singles action. This is her 5th matchup in ranked singles action here in CWS, folks. This is Anaconda. Former women's champion. In her own right, came out of retirement because she said herself she didn't like the state of women's virtual wrestling. And she saw how the rest of us Bestias Locas, how well they were doing here in CWS, saw a gap in the market to come in and to take over. And Anaconda has been on a heck of a ride ever since, folks. No stranger to her opponent tonight, the CWS Women's World Champion. Heading to the ring for her 8th ranked singles matchup with 5 wins and 2 losses. She's a former 2-time contender and a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. One half of the Cursed Ones. This is Wanda Curse. Wanda Curse is coming to the ring, folks, to defend her championship. Will she retain the gold here tonight? She is the Women's World Champion. Her brother, Killian Curse, who we'll see in action later on tonight, is currently the light heavyweight champion of CWS. He is a matchup against Prince Toro later on tonight. Of Las Bestias Locas also, so Cursed Ones and Las Bestias Locas doing battle here tonight, folks. Let's see how they fare. And of course, Wanda, the master of that Crucio curse, that submission hold. Anaconda, the master of the Anaconda Vice. Of course, at Violent Night, it would have to be a submissions matchup between these two. This is the prize that's on the line, folks, that Women's Championship. Anaconda getting booed here in Cork, Ireland. I wonder will that be the case for all of Las Bestias Locas. There's some serious cheers going on there for Wanda Curse, the current reigning, defending Women's Champ of the World. Will Wanda retain the championship? Of course, folks, the winner of this one will go to Stadium Royale 2025 to defend their championship against the winner of the Contenders Women's matchup that's going to happen later on tonight on this very program. Hannah looks ready, Wanda looks ready, and the referee rings the bell and we're off. Women's Championship on the line here as Anaconda catches Wanda by the hair and just launches her around the ring like that. And that short arm clothesline from Anaconda taking Wanda down. And look at that. Dropping the elbow across the small of the back, and Wanda Curse hasn't really got a lick in this one, has she? Hannah driving the point of the knee into the flat of the mat, and just like that, Wanda's forced to roll to the outside, but Hannah's giving chase. Anaconda scooping Wanda up onto the shoulders and power slams her down onto the thin virtual pads below, folks, and just bouncing the head of Wanda Curse off that turnbuckle. And as Wanda's down, folks, let me show you the advertisements here for Tombstone TV every Tuesday on YouTube. The Stadium Royale 2025. There's two eyes in Stadium too, you can see that's why it's a secret, yeah? And we are Championship Wrestling Series. Driving the face, Anaconda into the knee. Wanda has taken over, stomping into the midsection here and walking all over Anaconda outside on the floor. Of course, there's champion's advantage if the title cannot change hands on a countout. Wanda making it back into the ring, but Hannah locks up and goes underneath. And look at Hannah with a big Samoan drop, taking Wanda Curse down. Wanda evades that one and catches the neck breaker and stomps across the upper body and then neck from Wanda to Hannah, which all plays into that Crucio submission. And the clothesline over that top rope and outside to the floor. Wanda's mastered that. She won many a Contenders matchup just like that, folks. Hannah with a big right hand, and then Wanda enters back with right of her own. And we've got a strike exchange here, folks, at Violent Night. These two slapping the out of each other, ladies and gentlemen. Shot back across the chest, and Hannah answers back. Wanda says, just bring it. Catches the fist, right hand, chop. Hannah chops back, now Wanda catches it, and Wanda's unloading on a discus forearm, taking Hannah down. Wanda, the Women's Champion of the World, knocking her opponent flat. Stomp across the midsection, and she's got it in. She's locking in that Crucio, that submission hold, folks. Will Anaconda tap out? But Hannah's powering over and elbows to the face here. Wanda's forced to release the hold for fear of having her nose broken by those elbows. And Hannah, my God, what arm! driving Wanda flat like that. And now Hannah locking in the Anaconda Vice. Is Wanda going to be forced to tap? Is Wanda going to tap her title on the line? Title on the line! Hannah releases the hold. Going to inflict more damage, and she goes for it again. Anaconda's gone for it again, folks. She might have her here. Wanda might tap out at Violent Night 2. Women's Championship on the line. Can Wanda withhold? And she can't hold on any longer. She couldn't get to the ropes. Anaconda picks up the dub. She gets another win. Anaconda's again the women's champion of the world. And Wanda Curse loses the title. Is this an omen of good fortune for the SLS Bestias Locus? Will Killian Curse be able to retain his championship against Prince Toro later on tonight? Will Lock and Load retain against Los Bestias Locos? Folks, find out with me as the night goes on here at Violent Night 2. But before any of that, folks, the Survivors matchup is coming up next. We have Moonbeam Jr., Zachary Evans, Mo Money, Blacklight, and of course Big Ben duking it out, folks, here at Violent Night 2. The winner of this 5-man elimination matchup will go to Stadium Royale to challenge Pete Boggs for the Intercontinental Championship. Who's it going to be, folks? Find out with me next here at Violent Night 2. Welcome back, everybody, to the 4th matchup of the night. This is Violent Night 2, and this is our Survivors matchup. 5 men will enter. Elimination rules. No disqualification. Falls must happen within the confines of the squared circle, and the winner will go to Stadium Royale to challenge Pete Boggs for the Intercontinental Championship. Will it be this man? Former contender winner. He's representing the Cosmic Alliance, and he's been on the run of his career recently. He's taken a bit of a dip, but still his form overall for Season 2 has been way better than expected. This is Moonbeam Jr. Will Moonbeam Jr., who's no stranger to high pressure matches, he's coming on in leaps and bounds recently. Will he be the one to outlast the other 4 men in this matchup? We've seen how effective it can be to become the Survivor. Pete Boggs did it last month, folks. And now he's the Intercontinental Champion. Or, folks, will it be this man representing the Money Lovers? This is Mo Money. Mo Money, folks, on the way to the ring right now. Would love to become a singles champion here in CWS. The Intercontinental Championship is nothing to be sniffed at. I could see the title wrapped around the waist of this guy. You know, his husband, his tag partner, life partner, Chase Money, is backstage right now watching on a screen somewhere. No managers, no partners will be allowed at ringside for the Survivors matchup. These things get chaotic as it is, folks. And Mo, he looks very confident heading into this matchup. And the fans in attendance here in Cork, Ireland are massive fans, it seems, of the Money Lovers. Firmly behind Mo Money. Each of these men recently had to qualify on Tombstone TV. Mo putting down Daryl Walker. Moonbeam Jr. put down his own father, the Moonbeam Originales. And this man right here, Mr. Big Ben, put down long-term rival Hardy Bye. He's represented the team of Big and Tall. He's one half the longest reigning men's tag team champions of all time. He's a former tag champion now. This is the Tower of London. Big Ben all the way from London, England. And Big Ben would love to become Intercontinental Champion, adding another title to his resume.
Brothers in arms, that's loyal. Pure blood in these veins like royal.
Big Ben was able to put down Hardy by, on Tombstone TV recently, to claim this spot. And folks, this is the Golden Ace of CWS. The man who defeated Marshall Harts to get here, Zachary Evans, on the way to the ring. He's got a heck of a win-loss record, but folks, there's no point even going through those win-loss records right now because this is not a ranked matchup. Originally it was devised as such, but having 4 losers every time we had this matchup made it difficult to keep people high up the rankings. The balance was off when we did it like that, folks. So these are no longer ranked matches, much like the contenders matches. But the qualifying bouts to get there, they do count towards the rankings. Zachary Evans is a former Intercontinental Champion. Will he get that title back around his waist? Become a multi-time champ? Or will this man go on to win his second Survivors matchup? Pyro going off there on the rampway. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen. This is Blacklight. The 5th man to enter the Survivors matchup. He put down former heavyweight contender Rocky Beach to get the dub. And Blacklight sees wealth, health, and gold in his future. Blacklight would love to contend again for the Intercontinental Championship. He did defeat Travis the Savage Sanchez on pay-per-view. However, it was via count out, and due to the champion's advantage, Travis retained that title. Blacklight knows he can win though, and he wants to get an opportunity to go again. The referee rings the bell and this match has already started. Blacklight and Moonbeam Jr. going at it. Big Ben with Mo on the shoulders, and look at the strength of Big Ben, my God, just squashing him flat like that. And the running clothesline from Big Ben to Blacklight, taking him down. Mo getting whipped into the corner, Blacklight now targeting Moonbeam again, and look at that cross body from Big Ben. Bulldog for Blacklight, cross body, Big Ben again. The athleticism of this absolute giant of a man, as Mo Money drops Blacklight with a DDT, and the ref counts 1. Just good enough for a 1 count. Everyone seems to be ganging up on Big Ben right now, and Big Ben able to fight off both Zachary Evans and Mo Money. Quick DDT there from Moonbeam Jr. to Blacklight. Big Ben drops Mo Money face first on the top turnbuckle, and Zach Evans and Big Ben now teaming up to lay hands across Moonbeam Jr. His recent form not gone unnoticed as people seem wary about the Cosmic Alliance member. Big Ben trying to wear down Zachary Evans' hand. That was a short-lived alliance, and on the outside, Junior now with the sledgehammer in hand gets his face bounced off that trash can by Blacklight. Mo elbows to midsection of Zach Evans, and Big Ben now laying hands. Big Ben, he's scooping up Evans, and my God, the Imperial Pile Driver and Mo Money looking to steal the pinfall victory here over Zach Evans. As Zach gets the shoulder up, he stays alive in this one. Of course, folks, if you do get pinned, you are nearly eliminated. All 4 opponents have to be eliminated from the matchup for you to be the last man standing, the sole survivor, if you will. Mo Money with the elbows to the face of Blacklight. Big Ben now with the leg sweep onto that ladder. And the drop kick from Blacklight to Zach Evans off that apron. And now Big Ben laying clubbering blows across the back of Mo Money. And Blacklight, Big Ben was going for that Buckingham chokeslam. But Blacklight scouted it and caught him and dropped him with the DDT. Moonbeam now setting up a table as Blacklight drops the elbow across the chest of Big Ben and a running spear on the outside from Mo. Double for the dropkick from Blacklight. 2. Blacklight, my apologies, and a neck breaker onto the upside down table from Big Ben to Moonbeam Jr. Zach Evans getting tossed now into the barricade and Mo Money on the outside going underneath, getting another trash can as Big Ben gets a double underhook belly to belly over the head throw, and Blacklight needs a moment on the outside. Junior now no stranger to defeating men bigger than him. Just ask his own father. Moonbeam now climbing to the top, and what's he looking for here? That moonsault, but he catches the second one onto the upside down table. He's caught the leg, and we've got a 1, 2. And a big bad kick center 2. Blacklight sledgehammer on the outside. Sledgehammer shots to Zach Evans and the running spear. Zach Evans takes Blacklight down. Mo rolling to the outside now, and Mo Money is one-handed spine buster. He just spine busted Big Ben. We got the 1, 2, 3, and Mo Money just took the biggest man out of the match. Goes for a somersault to the outside, and Zach Evans evades it. Mo gets right back up and walks under the sledgehammer shots. Zach Evans is taking no prisoners. Big Ben eliminated from this one early, folks, and he was the biggest threat in the matchup by a long shot. Moonbeam with that backstabber and the corkscrew cross-body forearm elbowing thing. That cosmic corkscrew. Yeah? Calling it that now? Well proud of that one. Drop kick to the back of the head of Zach Evans, and look at that running up Mo Money with a step up dog kick, and Mo can he set back into the ring through the trash cans, and now it's Moonbeam Jr. sledgehammer in hand, talking trash to Blacklight, 2 original roster members, and Junior takes Blacklight down. Mo knocking the sledge out of the hands of Moonbeam, and a clothesline to the back of the head. That's an Perry's move. That is a vicious move, and Junior evading the stomps of Mo. Zach Evans blindsided by Blacklight and sent into the ring, and look at the shoulder record run on the outside. Moonbeam Jr. taking down Mo Money. Blacklight still chair in hand, and Zach bounces the head of Zach Blacklight off that trash can. And Zachary Evans now with the cover. We got the 1. You got the 2. And Blacklight manages to kick out Zach Evans. There's a bit more to do. Junior now going for the sledgehammer one more time. Getting into the ring now, sledgehammer in hand, and he just launches a sledgehammer into the face of Zachary Evans. And Junior now knee to the face of Blacklight. And Junior goes underneath, and look at this for a round the world airplane spin type thing. Junior going up top. What's he got in mind against Blacklight here? That shooting star press to Blacklight, and the cover. 1, 2, 3. Blacklight's been eliminated, and Moonbeam Jr., Zachary Evans, and Mo Money. One of these men is going to face Pete Boggs at the Stadium Royale 2025. Zach Evans taking down Mo, and the cosmic corkscrew again. Zach has been dropped, and Moonbeam sledge in hand, going out to take on Mo, but Mo blocks it again. The strength of this man. 3 fierce competitors left in this one. Mo Money setting up table. Blacklight just hovering around, refusing to leave, it seems. And as I say it, he goes. Oh my God, Zachary! Zachary kicks low. He goes for the golden power bomb on Moonbeam Jr. Instead, drop kicks both his opponents. And Mo takes down Moonbeam, and he gets the cover. But Zachary breaks that up, and a steel chair to the top of the head of Mo. What is happening? Oh my God, Zach just tossed that chair into the face of Moonbeam Jr. And Zach Evans kicks low, and he's getting a neck breaker on Junior. Zachary now with another neck breaker. Zachary Evans now stomping on the face of Moonbeam Jr. and Mo Money with the abdominal stretch, and he picks him up, and Zach Evans escapes it. Moonbeam with the steel chair to the top of the dome. Zach having a roll to the outside. And Moonbeam setting up that chair in the corner. What's he looking for? He ran in with a Mo Money kick. And Mo Money with the cover of Junior. 1, 2. And Junior gets the shoulder up. He's got more to do. Zach Evans on the outside now telling him where to go. Come out to him. And Mo with that twist of fate. Mo has got the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. And Zach Evans immediately goes after Mo Money with the sledgehammer. But Mo for the third time just blocks the sledgehammer. It bounces right off him. The Golden Ace Zachary Evans just got an eye full of that top turnbuckle. He saw every inch of that thing up close and personal. And Mo now that disrespect, using the apron to powerbomb the man. 2. And Zach Evans gets the shoulder up. He'd love to be a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Mo Money, Zach Evans, one of these guys is going to the Stadium Royale to face P. Boggs for the IC title. And the corkscrew uppercut from Mo. Mo's now going, getting steel steps. I mean, surely he'd have the victory in the bag. What's Mo looking for here? He tosses the steps into the ring. And he breaks him up, and look at that for a power slam. And we've got the 1, 2. And Zach Evans kicks out again. Just a 2 count in this one. Mo going back out to the outside here at Violent Night. And off the ropes, he's looking for that money splash. And it connects. Mo Money allowing Zach to crawl up to his feet. Mo at the arms here of the Golden Ace of CWS. Trash can in hand, and he throws it at him. As a big spear. My God, look at that. Mo went for that Mo Money kick, and Zach Evans with the big spear cut him in half. And as he went for the money kick again, Zach Evans, another spear, cutting Mo in the middle. And on the third attempt, the Mo Money kick connects, and Mo gets the cover. 1, 2, 3. Zachary Evans put up a heck of a fight here tonight, but your survivor, Mo Money, picks up the win. And it's Mo Money and Pete Boggs for the Intercontinental Championship at the Stadium Royale 2025. Mo Money booking his slot at the show. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got women's tag team action coming up next. The Sunset Connection take on the team of the Dancer Sisters. And folks, it's gonna be a women's tag team ladder match. Do not go anywhere. Violent Night 2. Women's tag team titles on the line in this ladder matchup. The titles already dangling above the ring. This right here is Sunny Bay. Her tag partner, Sandy Beach. The Sunset Connection are here. They are the #1 contenders for those titles. Recently put down the Force Awakens. And the First Response, just to be here tonight to have the opportunity to do battle with the Dancer Sisters, Jazz and Private Dancer, on their 3rd reign as Women's Tag Team Champions. Sunset Connection are former tag champs themselves. Will they become 2-time tag team champions tonight? We'll have to find out. And here come the champs, the fans in attendance here, booing the heck out of these ladies. I think fan sentiment is turned on the Dancer Sisters recently, considering we see them so often. They have been so dominant as a women's tag team. This is their 18th ranked tag matchup. With 14 wins and 3 losses, their talent is undeniable, but they have a lot of opportunities that a lot of other teams would love to get. However, they haven't earned them. The Dancer Sisters have. Women's tag team titles dangling above the ring right now. the first team to pull down those titles will be the champs. And this one starts off Sunny unloading a private dancer and Jazz choking Sandy Beach. 2 hands around the back of the throat, and my god, look at that. Sunny with the moonsault knee drop across the chest. The private dancer turns her attention to Jazz. An arm wrenching. And look at that, taking Jazz flat down to the mat, and private dancer going straight out of the ring with eyes on that ladder already. Which of these teams is going to be the women's tag team champions come Stadium Royale 2025? Remember, folks, last year at the Stadium Royale, it was Loco Lobo Azul that picked up the victory. He won the Future Shop briefcase that was on the line. Currently, the Future Shop briefcase is being held by Hiro Satoshi, so what will the prize for the Stadium Royale be? Or will Hiro cash in the meantime? Who knows, folks? Sandy going to the outside here, and Private with the major boot taking Sunny Bay down. Sandy and Sunny are both on the outside. Sandy getting into the steel chair in her hands and cracks Jazz over the top of the head, and then Jazz lands on the ladder. Sandy suplexed onto that ladder by Jazz Dancer, and on the outside Private taking Sunny to task. Sunny goes splat into the steel steps, and a big splash in the corner from Jazz, taking down Sandy. And look at Private on the outside, bringing another ladder into the fray and knocking Sunny flat down just like that with the ladder in hand, and a big boot from Jazz. And the knee across the face, and folks, you can see why the Dancer Sisters have held the titles for so long. They are just so gosh darn dominant. Look at Jazz taking Sunny down like that. We've got 2 ladders and a steel chair in the ring, and it looks like Private Dancer is trying to use that ladder as a weapon. Sunny tries to throw the ladder at Private Dancer, but it fails. And Jazz now. Jazz and Private Dancer getting Sunny into all sorts of trouble. And Sandy climbing to the top. Hands on the titles, but Jazz now climbing to the top, and look, oh my god! Sandy just shoved Jazz off the top. Private immediately having a run up. Jazz back to her feet. My god, Sandy. Oh, Sandy and Private getting pushed off. Jazz knowing what it's like to fall from that height. And then she does it to her own sister. Absolutely wild. And now Sunny on the outside, setting up a ladder bridge between the desk and the ring. Jazz climbing to the top. Sandy in a world of trouble here. From the top, Jazz drops the knee. Private gets dropped face first onto that ladder bridge on the outside, and Jazz gets up and boots Sandy into the face. Steel chair from Jazz to Sandy, and then Sunny with the kicks to the midsection, and Sunny Bay looking to chokeslam Jazz. A variation of that choke slam onto that steel chair. Sunny to the top, and that cartwheel splash from the top onto that chair. Jazz crushed between the weight of Sunny Bay and that steel chair, and it looks like Sunset Connection regrouping on the outside, ladders in hand. Private throwing a ladder into the ring as well, and now there's 4 ladders and 4 women in the ring. Bulldog onto the ladder from Private to Sunny. Sandy trying to just knock Jazz back with that ladder, but it doesn't work. That corkscrew kick does. That cyclone corkscrew style kick from Sandy to take Jazz down, but Private now grabbing Sandy up for the major power bomb, and splat just like that. She's down. Major clothesline to Sunny. And Private now dominant in the ring, setting up that ladder. Sunny's body in the way, and Private now struggling to climb the ladder to success. Multiple punches here, and Private takes Sunny down, and it looks like Private Dancer's going to climb the ladder. Jazz is there to run the offense. Private has her hands on the title. Jazz looking for a major power bomb of her own. Sunny's up and splatted down Sandy and Jazz. Jazz should be trying to pull Sandy down right now. She caught the ankle. But Sandy kicks Jazz away. Sandy's choked her around the throat. And Private Dancer and Jazz Dancer gets Sandy off the top of the ladder, and Sandy lands hard onto another ladder below. Private Dancer with her hands in the titles. Jazz knocking Sunny down, and I think this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, Jazz Dancer is about to retain the titles for the Dancer Sisters, and she does it, folks. The Dancer Sisters retain. They're still your women's tag team champs. 15 wins, 3 losses. And in the 10th tag match for the Sunset Connection, they get the loss. The Dancers win. They do retain. And they're still the women's tag team champions of the world. Who will face them at Stadium Royale 2025, folks? You're going to have to find out on Tombstone TV over the coming weeks with me. Don't go anywhere, folks. The Internet Championship is going to be on the line. Totally Not Mark defending his championship. But who is he up against, folks? It's a surprise for me, and it's a surprise for you at home. Who is contending for the championship? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Foxy! One of the terms, the stipulations for Foxy to referee the match between Gary Noon and Tiernan Oak. He wanted a match on the show. Foxy wants a challenge for the Internet's championship. Is this man the champion of the Internet? We'll find out in this matchup. And folks, I'm getting word in my ear that another stipulation for Niall Fox to be in the show tonight. He doesn't want a match with rules. The ref is sick of rules. This is going to be a no-holds-barred match for the championship of the Internet. Totally Not Mark must be backstage right now, folks, altering his mental game plan. He would not have predicted this. I don't think many could have. Now, Fox, what happened to Foxy Bros? The most OTT referee on the island of Ireland. Challenging for the championship of the Internet. Is this man the future champ of the Internet? Stranger things have happened here in CWS. Personally, I just want to thank Foxy for being here, for refereeing that matchup earlier. What a state of affairs we're in right now, folks. Totally Not Mark, the champion of the Internet, is here. This guy is from Cork, Ireland, and he's getting booed out of the building. Coming to the ring, 4 wins, 0 losses in ranked singles action. The hometown boy, but he's the realest deal, he's the biggest heel. The fans here in attendance not behind the manga man Mark. Marky Fitz, the master of the Cloverleaf, going up against the native Irish Fox. Marky's gotta watch out for Foxy's elbow. And I think he's got the Fox bottom as well. That's good, I like that. The Internet's championship, this is what's on the line in this no-holds-barred matchup, folks. How's Totally Not Mark gonna react to the only rule being that there are no rules? Again, folks, if you have any nerdy needs, any art requirements, go to Foxy Bros. Buy their merch. If you're a wrestling promotion, reach out to Foxy, get him as our referee. And if you want any of your manga needs, video game needs taken care of, get on to Totally Not Mark. Follow him on all socials. The best internet celebrities, folks. They wrestle here. Garen Noon, Niall Fox, and Totally Not Mark, all on the same show, folks. Where would you get it? The crossover that we've all been waiting for. And the referee rings the bell, and this one starts off. Totally Not Mark dragging Foxy around the ring, and of course, folks, Foxy's he's no stranger to the ring, but as a competitor, a little out of practice, one might say. Marky dropping Foxy. Fox back up to his feet, and he swings wildly, but Mark gets him up, and look at that, dropping Foxy. He gets whipped into the corner, and Mark with the running uppercut into the corner. Foxy taken down. Now Marky rolling to the outside here, and he's Totally Not Mark going to be the first man in and out. Straight from B&Q with a shovel over the back of the head here of Foxy, and Mark 2 hits deep, and he drops the shovel. A referee counting 1, 2, not even a 2 count here as Niall Fox. This man knows a thing or two about a count. Breaks up the pinfall, and Totally Not Mark now bouncing the head of Foxy off that top turnbuckle, and a chop across the chest. Kick across the lower back. Foxy might be regretting the no holds barred rules. Marky from the top, elbow drop, but Fox evades, and Mark goes splat into the mat, and Foxy spearing Marky between the second and third ropes off that apron on that side of the floor, and now Foxy giving chase. Big right hand, Marky bounces off that desk on the outside here, and Foxy now looking for a suplex outside on the thin virtual pads, protecting our virtual athletes from the virtual concrete below. Niall Fox of Foxy Bros with the gut punches. Totally Not Mark towering above him. It's making Foxy look small, but Foxy is not small, folks. He is a scrappy competitor, and he's just dropped Totally Not Mark face first across the apron, and we all know, folks, that the apron is the hardest part of the virtual wrestling ring. Foxy now locking up and tossing Totally Not Mark back into the ring. Marky Fitz now having to pull himself together. I think he might have taken Foxy a bit too lightly here. And Foxy now with the baseball bat. Who does he think he is? Foxy with the baseball bat across the back. Just swinging wildly. Big right hand here. Totally Not Mark eats an elbow to the face, and Foxy with that goes around the world and drops Totally Not Mark with that DDT. And now Foxy with the Foxy elbow off the ropes, and he goes and he drops it, but Totally Not Mark, and it's scouted, he evades it. Foxy somehow manages to stay in control. This guy is an absolute veteran in the ring, folks. But Marky catches the fist and answers back with a right of his own. Kicks low, and now, what the heck? Marky, the underhook, the power bomb onto that shovel. And Totally Not Mark now whipping Foxy off the ropes. Oh my god, I don't know what happened there. I think the shovel tripped Mark. Double club across the back. Marky now having to use the corner to try to pull himself up, but Foxy won't let it happen. Foxy with the knee into the face. He knows that normally there'd be a 5 count, but it's no holds barred. Foxy now baseball bat. He just threw it at Mark. I think he connected with his ghoulies. And driving the foot into the flat of the mat, and Foxy is in control, ladies and gentlemen, targeting the ankle again. This time Marky kicks away. He's not going to let that happen a third time. Totally Not Mark now repositioning that shovel as if he's got a plan. Right hand, and the chop across the chest, and Foxy falls right onto that shovel, folks. We've got a cover here, but the referee takes a long time to get down. I think Mark might be upset with that one. The ref might be in cahoots. Does Foxy have this ref in his pocket? Is there a bit of a familiarity there, maybe? A knee driven across the face. Niall Fox gets spine busted. And this is what Totally Not Mark has to do. Target the lower back, because if he can cinch in that clover leaf, there's a good chance that this will be over. Foxy is undefeated technically, and so is Marky. And Marky's locked it in. He's got it grips. He's got the legs, and he's torquing back as Foxy gonna tap as Mark wrenches back and back and back. And Marky releases the hold. Foxy didn't tap, but he didn't get out either, ladies and gentlemen. Totally Not Mark has Foxy right where he wants him. And he's locked it in again, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Nefarious, I told you he was a big deal and a massive heel. Marky does it. He makes Foxy tap out, and in Foxy's debut match here in CWS, he comes up short, but there's no shade in losing to Totally Not Mark. The man's gone 5-0 in ranked singles action. He has the hometown advantage, and he's still the champion of the internet. Will we see more of Niall Fox, folks? Or was that a one and done? Find out here in CWS as we go forward. But don't go too far, folks, because at Violent Night, our next matchup on the card is none other than the Yule Brawl. That's right, folks. 8-man battle royal. Over the top rope, elimination style, last man standing, #1 contender for the light heavyweight championship at the Stadium Royale event in a month's time. Don't go anywhere, folks. That match is coming up next. Thanks again to Foxy. Thanks again for Totally Not Mark. Yule Brawl coming up next. To have an 8-man battle royal known as the Yule Brawl. And the winner of this will be the #1 contender for the light heavyweight championship. They will go to Stadium Royale to challenge whoever the champion is, be it Prince Toro or Killian Curtis. We'll find out later on tonight who the champ's going to be. Right now we're going to find out the #1 contender. Will it be this man, beautiful Bruno Bravo, who is still claims to need some new accessories? He wears that exposed midriff to highlight the absence of gold around his waist. I did hear him backstage telling anyone that could listen that he's got his eyes set on a new belt. Will it be the light heavyweight championship, folks? If a beautiful Bruno Bravo can eliminate the other men in this matchup and be the last man to survive, he'll have an opportunity at that championship. Beautiful Bruno Bravo rolling his way into the ring. Looking absolutely fabulous here tonight in Cork, Ireland. The beautiful one is ready. And folks, I'll be honest with you, this matchup is going to be mainly entrances. 8 men getting their pay-per-view appearance entrances to start off this elimination battle royal, where if you go over the top rope and land on the outside of the ring, both your feet hit the floor, folks, you will be eliminated. Will Bruno pick up the victory tonight, folks, or will it potentially be this man, one half of Caras Todos Muertes? This is Cara de Miedo. His brother, Cara del Diablo, former heavyweight champion of the world. Miedo yet to hold any gold here in CWS, and he'd love to become the light heavyweight champion. There is no doubt in my mind about it. Cara de Miedo making his way to the ring. Slowly, surely, methodically. He has traveled all the way over from Mexico, folks. He is the Mexican sensation. And he is here. Neither Bruno nor Miedo have ever held gold here in CWS. Are they on the path to changing that? Does that path start here at Violent Night 2? If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, folks, what are you waiting for? Ring the notification bell Leave comments down below with your dream matches. Who do you think is going to win the Stadium Royale next month? At Stadium Royale 2. And who is going to be the light heavyweight champion? Who's going to win this matchup? Will it be this man who's a former light heavyweight champion himself? The second ever light heavyweight champion here from CWS and an original roster member. This is Dr. Dermot Allergy. Is the doctor gonna be the man to pick up the victory here tonight and go to the Stadium Royale? Will he do it for the team at first response? And how will his stablemates Lock and Load get on tonight, folks, in their tag team matchup where they defend the titles against Los Bestias Locas? The doctor looks ready. And ladies and gentlemen, we haven't seen this guy for a minute. It's Ultimo Thunder. This time, last year, Ultimo Thunder was cashing in his future shot briefcase to turn our main event heavyweight championship Hell in a Cell match between Dragon Noir and Major Attraction into a triple threat match. This year, Ultimo Thunder in the Yule Brawl looking to contend, potentially, for the light heavyweight championship of the world, which is probably a better fit for Thunder. Folks, we still have a stacked card. Ahead of us, the Yule Brawl, you'll have women's contenders number 13. Then we have that tag team matchup where the Grim Reapers take on the Platinum Kings inside a steel cage. We'll have Prince Toro versus Killian Curse in, folks, a last man standing matchup for the light heavyweight championship. Los Bestias Locas will be challenging Lock and Load for the men's tag team titles of the world, and that's going to be within a Hell in a Cell match. And then in the main event, Eli Valentine will be taking on Thiago Oliveira for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Folks, this is very interesting. This spot in the matchup was originally supposed to go to Hardy Bay, but his brother Dudley has taken the place of Hardy in this matchup. Hardy unable to be here tonight after suffering a brutal attack after his matchup with Big Ben last week on Tombstone TV. Big Ben defeated Hardy in the matchup and then laid in an unnecessary beatdown after the fact. I'm sure the boys won't take that line down, and when Hardy is back ready in action, they'll be taking their vengeance out upon the team of Big and Tall. Dudley, former light heavyweight champion, former tag team champion, former internet champion. He's one of the most decorated athletes here in CWS. And he looks ready. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Washington, this is Abe Jefferson. Abe Jefferson making his way to the ring here, folks. This guy has never held gold in CWS, but he does consider himself to be on the Mount Rushmore of virtual professional wrestlers. A U.S. Patriot through and through. He says he bleeds the stars and the stripes. I'm not sure what that means, but Abe Jefferson says it. You gotta watch out for that adjustment of attitudes finish that he uses. Personally, I think he needs a better name. But Abe Jefferson is here, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to see him on pay-per-view. A very stacked light heavyweight scene here in CWS. Who else is in the Yule Brawl? Representing the Cosmic Alliance, this is the Starshine Kid. And again, the Starshine Kid has never held championship gold here in CWS. But this could be his path to glory. We saw Moonbeam Jr. recently come to prominence, winning a contenders matchup. Moonbeam Originales won a battle royal, becoming a contender for the heavyweight championship at one point. Ozone is a former champion here in CWS. And of course, the Lady Starshine Kid's own mother, former women's champion, former contender for the women's title, former women's tag team champion alongside Bellatrix. Starshine Kid would absolutely love to win the Yule Brawl and have that as an accolade on his own CWS resume. Lastly, in this matchup, this guy had a heck of a showing over the last few weeks, getting into the contenders matchup and had a strong performance on the path to that. Unfortunately for him, he did not pick up the victory. This is Tommy Torque Thompson of the Grim Reapers Motorcycle Club and the Littlest Reaper. There's a chance here, folks, to go for the light heavyweight championship. Will Torque be the man to outwit, outlast, and outsurvive the opponents in this matchup? One of these guys is going to the Stadium Royale. One of these guys will be competing for the light heavyweight championship in 2025. And folks, who's it going to be? Abe Jefferson immediately with the suplex to Dr. Terminology. Starshine Kid taking Torque down, and Miedo in the corner. Looks like Thunder's trying to eliminate him, and oh my goodness, look at that. Corkscrew driver here from Dudley to Bruno Bravo. Big stiff right hand here from Dr. Dermatology, and a shoot Hurricane Rana from Dudley by, taking down Tommy Torque Thompson. Dudley now looks like he's going for a suplex on Dr. Dermatology, who fights out of it, some left hand gut shots. Miedo dropping Starshine Kid on the top of his head, high up on the back of the head. And now Abe Jefferson whipped into the corner here from Tommy Torque Thompson. And look at that, Miedo ducked, and Starshine Kid ended up changing his flight path, springboarding himself off the second rope, connecting Torque with a DDT. And folks, to win this matchup, you must throw your opponents over the top rope and have them hit the floor with their feet. Last man in the matchup is the winner. And now Torque looking to eliminate Miedo. He's got him up. And Miedo holding on for dear life. Fighting and holding on. He's got over the top, but he's not been eliminated. Miedo gets back into the ring, and Abe Jefferson with the big boot taking down Tommy Torque Thompson. Starshine Kid up against the ropes, and Dr. Terminology now looking to eliminate him. Miedo with Abe Jefferson on his shoulders. And Jefferson fights his way out of it. Torque and Ultimo Thunder. Look at this Torque! Just launching Thunder into the air. And a springboard kick from Dudley to Tommy Torque Thompson. Starshine Kid flattening Dr. Dermatology with that one. The chaos in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. The Starshine Kid whips Miedo into the corner. And a couple of chops across the chest. Miedo. Oh my god, a high angle suplex there to the Starshine Kid, and Torque dropping Thunder with a suplex as well. Dudley up against the ropes. And Torque kicking the Doc into the face. And look at that, Tommy Torque Thompson just eliminated Dudley Bay. And my goodness, Torque rolling through on the suplex and scooping up the Doctor. Tommy Torque Thompson looking good in this one. Ultimo Thunder now with the Hurricane Ranas taken down. Beautiful Bruno Bravo. And from the top, Starshine elbow drop to Abe Jefferson. Ultimo Thunder going to eliminate Torque, and Torque evades it. Reverse DDT taking down Ultimo Thunder. Dr. Dermatology shot blocking Starshine Kid. Bruno and the Starshine Kid now in their corners. taking a breath as the Doctor and Torque team up to double DDT Ultimo Thunder. And now Torque's got over the top rope and Bruno went to eliminate him, but Torque got the knee up. He had it scouted, and now we've got Torque and beautiful Bruno Bravo going at it. Look at that for a scoop up from Bruno, and he drops that beautiful elbow across that face at Tommy Torque Thompson. Starshine Kid now hanging on for dear life as Abe Jefferson tries to eliminate him from the matchup. And neckbreaker from beautiful Bruno Bravo, and that Doctor unloading some kicks there on Bruno as Starshine Kid fights back into the match. The point of the elbow directly onto the shin bone of Abe Jefferson. And look at this. Starshine Kid. Oh my God, he was going for a Hurricane Rana, and Jefferson managed to turn around to an electric chair drop position and alley-oop him. Ultimo Thunder just got eliminated by the Doc, and there goes Jefferson. The Doc's got 2 eliminations to his name. Tommy Torque Thompson now goes to eliminate Bruno, and Bruno fights back in with an elbow to the face, and the Starshine Kid levels the Doc with an elbow across the face. And look at this elbow from Tommy Torque Thompson taking down Bruno, and the Starshine Kid kicking the Doctor into the face. And look at Torque now picking up the Kid, and he drops the Starshine Kid just like that. Tommy Torque Thompson looking good in this one, and he whips the Starshine Kid over the top, and Torque misses with that running hip attack somehow. Ren Champ backstage would be furious that Torque allowed that to happen, and Tommy Torque Thompson now scooping him up and that team out over the top of the head, and the Doctor lands hard. The Starshine Kid just dropping beautiful Bruno Bravo from that apron corner power bombing thing, and the Starshine Kid catches the leg, and Tommy Torque Thompson tries to pull the elbow in, and Torque now scoops up the Starshine Kid and drops him snake eyes top turnbuckle, and Bruno goes to clothesline Torque, and Torque stays standing, but he won't survive this one. My goodness, look at this. The beautiful driver, beautiful Bruno Bravo, absolutely driving Tommy Torque Thompson flat down into the mat, and just like that, Tommy Torque Thompson goes flat over the top rope. Beautiful Bruno Bravo eliminates Tommy Torque Thompson, and folks, it's going to be beautiful Bruno Bravo or the Starshine Kid. Bruno thought he had more time. Starshine Kid sweeps the legs. Bruno falls hard. Starshine Kid goes to the right hand, but Bruno catches the fist and he kicks him low. Beautiful Bruno Bravo with this 180 pile driver, the most beautiful pile driver in all of virtual wrestling. Beautiful Bruno Bravo is now locking in this beautiful sharpshooter. You can't win the match up like this. You can just inflict some harm, and look at that, a visual tap out there. The Starshine Kid taps out in a battle royal, and you gotta think that beautiful Bruno Bravo has this one in the bag. He whips the Starshine. Oh, it's Starshine! He reverses it. Starshine Kid goes for the running hip attack, and beautiful Bruno Bravo somehow hangs on. The Starshine Kid may have just missed his opportunity to win this matchup. He dropped Bruno with that DDT, and is the Kid able to do it, or will beautiful Bruno Bravo eliminate the Kid? He follows up, he goes for the spear, and he connects on the second one. Beautiful Bruno Bravo wins the U Brawl, and he is going to face the light heavyweight champion. Beautiful Bruno Bravo, number 1 contender, light heavyweight championship at Stadium Royale. Can you believe it? What a time to be alive. Massive win there. Massive win for Bruno Bravo. Folks, do not go anywhere. The women's contenders matchups coming up next. We will determine the number 1 contender for Hannah Conda's World Championship at the Stadium Royale 2025. Don't go anywhere, folks. That match is coming up right here next at Violent Night 2. Back for your 8th match here at the Violent Night pay-per-view. My name is Bullet and Awesome, and I'm the voice of all things Championship Wrestling Series related. We've had an absolutely stacked show here for you tonight so far, folks, and the action is still coming fast and strong, as gross as that kind of sounded. This next bout is our 13th Women's Contenders matchup. The winner of this one will go to the Stadium Royale 2025 to take on the new Women's World Champion, Hannah Conda, representing Los Precias Locas, folks. Hannah is the first woman to win 3 Contenders matches and add herself to that illustrious list of people who won Contenders bouts. Who else is adding their name to that list? Find out with me, folks, as this match unfolds. 2 women will start off. Those are true numbers 1 and 2, and at regular timed intervals, or if you find yourself alone in the ring having eliminated your opponent, a new entrant will come down to the ring. This will rinse and repeat until all 10 women have entered the matchup. and until 9 opponents have been eliminated. You get eliminated with a go over the top rope and have both feet hit the floor. It's a truly unique concept, to my knowledge, in all of simulated shoot combat and virtual wrestling. And introducing first, the woman, the true number one, a feminine Reaper. The only woman in the Grim Reaper's Motorcycle Club, a previous winner of this very matchup. Ratchet Riley Rose, making her way to the ring, number one in this one. Will Ratchet Riley Rose become a 2-time women's contender? To do so, she's going to have to best 9 other women here tonight and survive from the unlucky position of number 1. No one has ever done that before in CWS, folks. Will tonight be the night for history to be made? And is Ratchet Riley Rose the woman to make that history? It's a huge night for the Grim Reapers, of course. Is Ratchet Riley Rose bringing home the opportunity here tonight, folks, or will she fall? Who is going to be second into this matchup? And ladies and gentlemen, it's El Dorado, no stranger to the Contenders matchup. El Dorado won Contenders 3 and 5 in the women's division. She is the first woman to go and win 2 of these matches. It's a huge accolade here for her. Of course, El Dorado is also a 2-time women's champion. Will she become a 3-time women's champ? We'll find out. If that path to glory starts tonight, folks, is the road to gold paved for El Dorado. Right away, a forearm shot to the back and whipping Ratchet Riley Rose into that corner. Ratchet now looking to eliminate El Dorado early. Oh, fans in attendance here, happy to see these two going at it. 2 absolute stars here in our women's division. El Dorado. Oh my god, look at the big back elbow just taking Ratchet Riley Rose down. And now, oh, an open-handed slap here. The disrespect and the dropkick there to the lower back. Ratchet Riley Rose rolls through, gets back up, and my god, look at this, scooping up. My god, a sit down choke slam, and Dorado landed hard in the back of her head, and I wouldn't be surprised if Ratchet managed to take advantage from here. I'm picking her up, deadlift from the floor, and a power bomb, dropping El Dorado hard in the back of her head again. Stomping on the inside of the leg here, Ratchet Riley Rose driving the knee of El Dorado flat down to the mat, and goes for the right hand. Dorado evades it, but Ratchet, my god, look at that big boot from Ratchet Riley Rose, taking El Dorado flat down and scooping Dorado up, launching and getting tossed around the ring. Ratchet Riley Rose is in control. El Dorado's got a bit of work to do. She wants to turn the tides of this one, and Ratchet Riley Rose now whipping Dorado off the ropes. Bring it back, and look at that scoop up, and my god, that big backbreaker. If El Dorado wants the gold, and the opportunity for gold, she's going to have to fight back and fight back quickly. She gets her head bounced off that top turnbuckle here, and Ratchet Riley Rose now looking for the corner elimination. It has to be said, this is one of the more difficult eliminations because you don't have the element of surprise like you do if you close on a guy over the ropes, or really it's a fight strength. Ratchet taking Dorado down as the CWS countdown clock appears on the screen, and who's in at number 3, folks? Ratchet drops the elbow across the chest, keeping Dorado down, and folks, it's longtime nemesis and rival of Ratchet Riley Rose. It's Lieutenant LaSalle. It goes for the dropkick. Ratchet evades the dropkick immediately and now fights back with a punch to the guts. Dorado dropping Lieutenant LaSalle, which only worked out well for Ratchet Riley Rose. El Dorado's head got taken off then by a clothesline, and Lieutenant LaSalle now tossing Ratchet Riley Rose around the ring. Folks, we all know about the history between Lieutenant LaSalle of the team with the first response and the rivalry with the motorcycle club known as the Grim Reapers. Lieutenant LaSalle lost an awful lot of time in her wrestling career and her day job at the hands of Ratchet Riley Rose, of course. Lieutenant LaSalle looking for justice, but in this match there's rules made to be broken. And my goodness, look at Lieutenant LaSalle now taking down Oh, El Dorado, and immediately Ratchet takes LaSalle down as well. Chops in a right hand, but he caught her, and look at that. Dragging the arm over Ratchet. Riley Rose caught off guard here by El Dorado. And Dorado slamming Ratchet, Riley Rose down to the mat, and now El Dorado whipping Ratchet Riley Rose over the top rope. She's dangling on the apron, hanging on for dear life, and my God, look at Lieutenant LaSalle chop blocking El Dorado as if to say, you don't get to eliminate Ratchet Riley Rose, that's my job. Launching Dorado, and everyone evading each other here. And Lieutenant LaSalle scooping Ratchet Riley Rose up and dropping with hook burst across that top rope. In my opinion, she just dropped it straight over the top and outside of the floor. But Dorado, my God, look at that, the Golden Road DDT. And Lieutenant LaSalle might regret not taking the help while she had it, as Ratchet Riley Rose desperately trying to eliminate El Dorado in this one, folks. She has gone over the top, and Ratchet Riley Rose trying to get her off balance. Folks, number 4 on the way to the ring right now. That looks like, that's right, folks, representing the Savage Hearts, representing the wrestling family. This is Aerial Wrestler. My God, look at that head scissors taking her down. Aerial Wrestler has yet to win a contenders matchup, folks, but she is our former women's champ. Aerial, some say, peaked in season 1. CWS hasn't had the fair crack of the whip in season 2, but that running knee might just... Oh my God, another knee to the face. Aerial telling everyone, don't you dare forget about me. Dorado is over the top and is hanging on. And Aerial, my goodness gracious me, look at the athleticism of Aerial Wrestler to take Lieutenant LaSalle down like that. Dorado now kicking out at Aerial. Big threat in the match, of course. Dorado drops her with a big back suplex, and LaSalle focused again on the Feminine Reaper, and Ratchet Riley Rose finding her way back out of it with some elbows to the midsection. El Dorado now eating some elbows of her own. Aerial LaSalle up on the shoulders, Ratchet with the kick across the face, and dropping him. My God, look at that. LaSalle's face bouncing off that turnbuckle, and Aerial fighting back at Ratchet, and look at the head scissors taking it down, and the corner dropkick from LaSalle to Dorado, just picking off the scraps here. Aerial now with that snap suplex, and Ratchet Riley Rose felt every bit of her own body weight come crashing down to the mat just then. Lieutenant LaSalle can launch outside. Shoulder breaker from Aerial to Ratchet. No eliminations in this matchup so far, folks. And Dorado launching Lieutenant LaSalle, tossing around. And Aerial now with El Dorado up on the shoulders. Dorado fighting out of it, some elbows to the face. And folks, the 5th member of this matchup is getting ready to come down. The CWS countdown clock is on the screen. We've got a 3, 2, 1, and here is it, folks. Can you believe it? Bellatrix in at number 5, representing the team of the Starshine Tricks. Former women's tag champion Aerial Wrestler has been eliminated. Lieutenant LaSalle with the knee to back and Aerial Wrestler. First woman out of this one, Ratchet Riley Rose. And El Dorado, 1 and 2, still in this one. Big backbreaker, Bellatrix. Lieutenant LaSalle now looks for the pretty, no, my God, look at this. Oh my God, that headlock bulldog maneuver. Bellatrix misses with that drop kick, and another bulldog from Lieutenant LaSalle. I'm not even sure Lieutenant LaSalle wants to pick up the victory here so much as she just wants to injure the Grim Reaper. And now Bellatrix and Ratchet Riley Rose, 2 tag wrestlers, taking it to El Dorado. Ratchet Riley Rose in the team, of course, of Ratchet and Ren. She just fought Bellatrix up on the shoulder and dumped Bellatrix over the top rope. Bellatrix landed hard outside and has been eliminated. El Dorado launched into the corner, and Ratchet Riley Rose, Lieutenant LaSalle, and El Dorado's numbers 1, 2, and 3 still in this matchup. Ratchet with the suplex. Oh my God, the double axe from the top. Inadvertently dropping Lieutenant LaSalle in a strange double team maneuver. And Ratchet now looking and struggling here. El Dorado struggling to hold on. and Lieutenant LaSalle, Ratchet Riley Rose teaming up. Can you believe it, folks? El Dorado's been eliminated, and immediately Ratchet Riley Rose turns her attention back to Lieutenant LaSalle. Lieutenant, my God, look at this. Rose up. Oh my God, Ratchet's face came crashing down flat to the mat, and just like that, Lieutenant LaSalle is in charge. Open hand slap. Locking up. Scoops up and walking Ratchet round. Big power slam. Lieutenant LaSalle of the team with the first response getting a bit of revenge here for all that time in her career that she lost at the hands of the Feminine Reaper. Ratchet goes over the top and Lieutenant LaSalle with the knee to the back of the elimination. And folks, here is Grace Angels of the Revelation, the Lord's Angels. Grace is here, folks, whipping Lieutenant LaSalle off the ropes and oh, that drop toe hold. Grace Angels gets kicked off. Lieutenant LaSalle, Grace going toe-to-toe, and our inaugural CWS Tag Team Women's Champions, Faith and Grace, the Lord's Angels. We don't get to see them as often in tag action, and folks, maybe this is Grace's moment to shine as a solo springboard, and she misses with that elbow. My goodness, the tactical evasion of Lieutenant LaSalle to get out of the way of that one. It's the only explanation that I can come up with for that. Definite not botch. It was Lieutenant LaSalle being really good. And now Grace up on the top, struggling here. Lieutenant LaSalle trying to eliminate Grace Angels, but my God. Big right hand turns her inside out, and Grace from behind scoop up and a big back suplex, and Lieutenant LaSalle landed hard and high in the head and a rolling senton. But my God, Lieutenant LaSalle got the knee up and Grace felt all of that across the lower back. Lieutenant LaSalle in control and a catching Grace by the hair, kick across the lower back, and can you believe the performance of Lieutenant LaSalle here tonight, whipping her off the ropes and running shoulder attack to the midsection, but Grace manages to get back in. Lieutenant LaSalle taking control, dragging Grace around the ring and bouncing Grace's head off that top turnbuckle. Lifts Grace up. CWS countdown clock appears on the screen again, and we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is next into this matchup, folks? Is that representing the team of the Star Shine Tricks, our inaugural CWS Women's Champion, winner of a Contender's Belt, former Women's Tag Team Champion. This is the Lady Starshine, and the Lady Starshine locking up Lieutenant LaSalle. So LaSalle fights back out of it. Is this Lieutenant LaSalle's moment? Is this her day? Lady Starshine, oh, she whipped Grace over the top rope. Grace is dangling, and LaSalle with the chop out to Lady Starshine, and Lieutenant now dragging Grace over to the ropes. Grace is in a precarious position here. Lieutenant LaSalle talking smack here from a distance, and that clothesline. Grace has been eliminated. Lieutenant LaSalle turns around and walks right into the coming onslaught of the Lady Starshine. The experience, the veteran instincts, and look at that. The Lady Starshine will hit you from anywhere, folks. One of the fastest women in the cosmos. Wrenching here at the arm of Lieutenant LaSalle. What I like about these Contenders matches, folks, is you do get some unusual combinations. Sometimes old rivalries are sparked, and sometimes current rivalries will cross paths and continue, and sometimes, folks, you just get two great athletes going toe-to-toe and blow for blow as a singles for the first time. Lieutenant LaSalle driving the point of the elbow into the top of the head of the Lady Starshine, and now both women back up to their feet. And Lieutenant LaSalle quicker on the draw this time, scooping Starshine up, but Starshine drops out the back and chop lost the back of the leg, and Lieutenant LaSalle has been taken down. Lady Starshine whipping LaSalle into the far corner. And the Lady Starshine with these kicks to the midsection, and Lieutenant LaSalle, oh, she evades the spinning heel kick and the chin breaker. Lady Starshine gets dropped as the CWS countdown clock appears on screen one more time. Lady Starshine's head goes splat into the mat, and ladies and gentlemen, I do believe The winner of the first ever women's contenders matchup, the Wildcat Kitty Richards, enters this one next, and the Lady Starshine launches the Titleist Island with corner and just took the Wildcat flat down to the mat just like that. The Lady Starshine gets turned around, launched over the top rope, and Lieutenant LaSalle took a moment and just launched the Wildcat into the mat. And Lieutenant LaSalle now scoops up the Lady Starshine and slams her down, power slam style. On an open hand slap there from the Lieutenant LaSalle. The Lady Starshine and the Wildcat dropping her. The Wildcat, Kitty Richards, a former women's champion. She held that belt one time and for a 56-day reign. And the hip attack on the Lady Starshine, lifting the face of the Wildcat, Kitty Richards. Lieutenant LaSalle now getting whipped over the rope and outside, and the Lady Starshine was running hip attack, and LaSalle is out. Lieutenant LaSalle is out. The Wildcat kicks low, and look at the Canadian Destroyer. The Wildcat, the Lady Starshine, the Canadian Destroyer. Can't you believe the Wildcat whipping the lady off? Look at this drop toe hold, and the Wildcat's in control, walking all over the Lady Starshine. The disrespect being shown to the veteran. Lady Starshine fights back with a kick low. But the Wildcat catches the leg. The Wildcat of the rock and roll band Wild Tiger, former women's champion, former contender, and now she has the Lady Starshine up and over, dangling, hanging on for dear life in this one. And the Lady Starshine has gone over. She will be eliminated if she falls off the apron now. She will be eliminated from the matchup, but no, she manages to drive the point of the elbow into the shin bone of the Wildcat Kitty Richards. And now these two are going blow for blow, and the spinning heel kick connects this time. The Lady Starshine off the ropes and bounces back on that. Oh my God, the running drop kick, and she just took Kitty down. And the CWS countdown clock appears on screen one more time. And who is making the way to the ring right now? That's the Lady Starshine. It's measuring the Wildcat Kitty Richards. Scoops her up. It's Miss Fortune, slides in, and now Kitty gets dropped hard, folks. The Wildcat is looking on her feet at all. Normally, cats land on their feet, but there the Wildcat landed hard on her back. Miss Fortune. Will fortune favor her tonight as she's drawn such a late number? The elbow to the top of the face here, the Lady Starshine. Miss Fortune and Lady Starshine going blow for blow here. Bounces the head of the Lady Starshine off the top turnbuckle on a big right hand here. Miss Fortune in the corner now, looking to eliminate the Lady Starshine. And an elbow from the Lady Starshine to the top of the head of Miss Fortune. Miss Fortune goes for a chop. The Wildcats eliminate her. The Lady Starshine catches it. Scoops up Miss Fortune. No, not like this. Again, back to back. She just absolutely military pressed Miss Fortune over the top rope and outside of the floor. And the Lady Starshine might be becoming a two-time women's contender, folks. Climbing the ropes. Dominance on display. Who could possibly stop it? Oh my God, folks, it's Ren. Ratchet Riley Rose's tag team partner. Ren is here. Ren has never won a contenders matchup, folks. She's never held gold here in CWS. I forgot, actually, she did. She took the title off of Ariel and lost it to the Wildcat. Ren held a singles championship for 28 days. She was our third ever women's champion, and I'm sorry, Ren, please don't hurt me for forgetting that. Ren is the emotional nightmare, and she says she only experiences joy when she's inflicting harm and pain to others. She would love nothing more than to dash the dreams of Lady Starshine here tonight, folks. Go to the Stadium Royale and have a big Hoss-off battle with Anaconda. What a great match. Actually, if either of these women win this thing, it's going to be a great match. Two veterans in Anaconda versus the Lady Starshine. A lot of fans will be interested in seeing that one, but the clash of styles between Ren and Anaconda as well would be a fantastic matchup, in my opinion, and the hip attack for the Lady Starshine just takes Ren down. The Lady Starshine now bending the back and the arm of Ren into a bad way, and she's gonna stomp on that hand. Starshine with the knee to the face and the elbow across that back, and Ren's in a bad way. Ren, the freshest woman in the matchup, but Lady Starshine has all the experience in the world Lady Starshine whipping Ren over the top. Ren's hanging on, and the Lady Starshine catches the neck. She's struggling. She's trying to push Ren off. It's a battle of strength now. Can she survive the Lady Starshine's attack here? And Ren with the hip. The shoulder to the hip. The go behind. And the Lady Starshine stands back and drop kicks Ren right in the mush, targeting the arm, but you cannot win this matchup by submission. Lady Starshine, you must get Ren over the top rope to win. And look at this, stomping on Ren. The Lady Starshine doing all she can to weaken whatever body parts she can get a hold of. But Ren's fighting back with some elbows. Ren whips the Lady Starshine over. And the running knee to the midsection, and the Lady Starshine might have been clipped hard in that one. Ren making the Lady Starshine taste her knee. Ren dragging the Lady Starshine around. Starshine balanced precariously on the ropes, and Ren now using the ropes as a weapon, launching herself into the air, dropping all her body weight across the chest here, stomping onto the chest of the Lady Starshine. And Ren walking all over the Lady Starshine in this last flurry of offense from her, stomping across the face here. Which of these women is going to face Anaconda at Stadium Royale 2025 in a month's time, folks? Ren dragging the Lady Starshine over to the ropes. Scoops her up. Lady Starshine now hanging on as Ren tries to eliminate the veteran from the match, and she does it, folks! Ren has done it! Ren wins the matchup, and Ren becomes the 13th Women's Contender. It's Ren and Anaconda at Stadium Royale, folks. What a class matchup. I cannot wait to call that one. I am actually down for that. It's going to be sick. Ren versus Anaconda for the Women's World Championship. Huge victory here for Ren. I wonder will Ratchet Riley Rose be happy for Ren. Big night for the Reapers, as I said earlier. And folks, to prove that, tag match coming up next. The Grim Reapers taking on the Platinum Kings inside of a steel cage. It's going to be huge, and it's happening right here next on Violent Night 2. Back to Violent Night 2, folks. We're just off the back of that Women's Contenders matchup, and now it's time for one of the more storied rivalries that we've had here in CWS. Introducing first in this one, the team of the Platinum Kings in the yellow and black. That is Carlos Reyes. And to your left is the Platinum Kid. The Platinum Kings are here, folks, and the story of this match is simple. But the story of this team is a long one. If you remember, folks, Carlos Reyes, he was in the main event of our very first show against Big Ben in a losing effort. He thought he was coming to the end of his virtual wrestling career at the very start of CWS. His singles record was actually quite woeful. He lost an awful lot of big matches towards the beginning. He's just not motivated. He was in the back and he saw the heart of this Platinum Kid who was also losing, and he kind of took him under the wing and helped teach him and mold him, and they formed a team, they formed a union, and then in their personal lives, Carlos Reyes started dating the mother of the Platinum Kid. They've actually since got married. They formed an effective tag team. Both have grown and developed, and Reyes' passion has come back as Platinum Kids has soared. But then when Wrench M, this man here, of the Grim Reapers on your left, the man they call Motor on the right, Wrench M was the world's champion, and folks, he challenged the Platinum Kid to a title match on TV, and in that match he demolished him. Sledgehammer shots, pedigrees on the floor. He cost the Platinum Kid 20 weeks of Tombstone TV, 20 weeks of his career. Cost the tag team 20 weeks of their career, and Carlos Reyes' single record was so poor at the time because he was so focused on his tag team career that he didn't get opportunities either. Management wanted to keep Reyes away from the Reapers because he was simply outnumbered. And then after 20 weeks on the shelf, the Platinum Kid came back, the Platinum Kings came back strong, and these guys have been gunning for the Grim Reapers ever since they want to get their revenge. And a couple of weeks ago, folks, we were supposed to have the Grim Reapers versus the Platinum Kings on TV, but Motor and Wrench couldn't make it to TV. Their tires were slashed. We found out later it was the Platinum Kid that slashed the tires. They ended up facing Tommy Tortonson and Jackson Gage Harris instead. on that episode of Toonseum TV, picking up a victory, and they allowed themselves to be entered into that triple threat matchup for the tag team titles. The Grim Reapers defending against Lock and Load, and the Platinum Kings, where Lock and Load picked up the titles. And now, folks, look at Wrench trying to escape early in this one, because he doesn't want his comeuppance at the hand of the Platinum Kings. Big belly to back suplex launching Carlos Reyes, and Motor doing a great job of fighting off both Platinum Kings here to allow Wrench to escape. If Wrench gets out, the Kings will not get their revenge. We thought locking them inside the steel cage, folks, would be enough with no titles on the line. This could be a bloodbath. This could be a vicious fight between these two teams, or this might end quickly. Wrench, former 4-time contender, 2-time world champion, and folks, here he is trying to escape, and Carlos Reyes is up, and he has to watch as Wrench escapes again scot-free. And look at this, it leaves the man they call Motor alone in the ring with both of the Platinum Kings. Platinum Kid is so focused on Wrench, he's just after allowing Motor to manhandle him. Look at that, absolute devastation there at the hands of Motor, and Wrench on the outside, and he is celebrating. And again, folks, the Platinum Kings can't get their revenge. And look at this, the Platinum Kid he's looking to get out now. He looks like he's going to fight Wrench on the floor. It's Carlos Reyes now dropping the man they call Motor, and Reyes now is climbing too. Are the Kings going to climb out? Are the Kings going to escape? Motor is down and Reyes is up and over. Wrench is to watch on. Maybe the game plan of the Reapers is going to be a mistake here. It looks like the Platinum Kid has escaped. The Platinum Kid and Wrench have escaped, and now it's effectively a singles cage match. Is Reyes going to get out? And Motor, at the very last second, striking Reyes and breaking his concentration. These punches here, and it looks like he's trying to get Reyes back into the ring, folks. The referee sternly talking to Wrench, sternly talking to the Platinum Kid on the outside here, telling them to stay away from each other. There is, of course, a clause that they're not allowed to fight each other outside of the ring in this one, folks, or they will be suspended. And the last thing the Platinum Kid needs is more suspension time. Carlos now ducking under, abdominal stretch here, and he's stretching out the man they call Motor. I thought this would be an absolute bloodbath between these two teams. Oh my god, Reyes getting launched over the top rope, and he went back first into the side of that cage wall, and Motor dropping all his weight across the chest. Folks, the man they call Motor has been playing second fiddle to Wrench for months, but let's not forget he won the second ever contenders match. The guy was a former contender for the heavyweight championship. The man they call Motor is not to be messed with. He was a long-term rival of Wrench, but he joined their group. Originally didn't want to. He lost the stipulation match, declared he had to join, but since then he's gone from strength to strength. He's held the tag team titles with both Tommy Tortonson and with Wrench. He's the only 2-time men's tag team champ. The only man to hold the titles with more than one opponent. And he's gone from prospect to fully patched in member of the Grim Reapers here, and Platinum Kid going around talking trash here to Wrench on the outside. Watching on. Both men watching on as their partners battle it out in the center of this ring. And again, Motor dropping all his body weight across the chest of Carlos Reyes. And I think Carlos Reyes has been punched so much into the face, folks, that he can burst open. And the man they call Motor now climbing up to the top. And is Reyes down and out, folks? Are the Reapers again going to pull this one off? Wrench it seems as though every opportunity he has to get his comeuppance, he gets away with his crimes, because the other Reapers, the men he surrounds himself with, take the damage for him. Strength in numbers, the pack mentality. Reyes now in control. Both men balance precariously on these ropes, and the face of Motor, no, he got caught. Motor elbows to the midsection here, and he just dropped Reyes, and Motor steps down. Motor says this is his time. 2 hands choke around the throat and just tosses Carlos Reyes around the ring. Motor is very experienced in these cage matches. Charging across the ring and they're running up, attacking the corner. The man they call Motor is vicious, folks. And here he is, centre of the cage wall, climbing up, talking trash to the Platinum Kid on the outside. Kid watching on. Reyes struggling to his feet. Motor's up high. Is Motor going to do it, folks? Is Motor going to escape? Reyes now climbing up and giving chase on the left hand. Connects with the side of the face of the man they call Motor. Some punches here to the side of the leg, to the hip. And for his own safety, Motor has to get back into the ring so he doesn't fall off the top. Reyes catches the face of Motor and this time bounces him off the top, and Reyes had the opportunity to get out, but he dropped back into the ring. Carlos Reyes looking to inflict a bit of pain here on the man they call Motor. Knee to the face. Carlos Reyes bounces the head of Motor off that top turnbuckle. Oh my God, slamming his face. And now he's stalking the man they call Motor. Reyes takes him down. He steps through as going for his patented sharpshooter. And he's locked in there, sharpshooter on the man they call Motor. And as Motor gets out of it, the fans in attendance boo. Folks, you may... And Reyes is going for it again. Center of the ring. You may remember a couple weeks ago on Tombstone TV, Carlos Reyes did defeat Motor in singles action. And look, a visual tap out, center of the ring. The man they call Motor just tapped out, but you can't win this matchup by submission, folks. Carlos Reyes is climbing to the top of the cage. Motor's lower back and his legs affected by that sharpshooter. There's a good chance that this is it, that Reyes is going to pick up the victory. Victory in the tag match with the Platinum Kings, possibly. Some sort of revenge, maybe. Here at Violent Night 2 is possible. They might not have got to enact the physical violence that they wanted to upon the Reapers. And Motor gets up just in time to target Carlos Reyes and pull him back into the cage. Neither of these men the focal point of why the teams are feuding. Fighting each other out of blind loyalty to their own partners. But they're going at it. It might be getting personal if it wasn't before. Reyes now getting launched off the ropes, and a big scoop power slam here from the man they call Motor. And Motor now going up to the corner, and he's climbing in the corner here. Wrench happy with what he sees. Reyes now getting back up to his feet and charges the corner. He's charging the corner here, and he goes to grab at the man they call Motor. He's a bit slow on the climb here. Some left hands here again. Motor having to stop himself, get back into the ring. Carlos catches the head, and Motor fights back again. Elbows to the midsection. And a big back bump into the ring here for Carlos, and the man they call Motor just says that's it. He kicks him low. Double underhook. Power bomb release, and my God, Motor has it, folks. Oh, he could have just escaped, but no, he went to target the leg, and the man, Carlos Reyes, fighting back, some elbows, and across body taking down Motor. How does Carlos Reyes still have this fight left in him, folks? Climbing up again. Has he done enough to keep Motor down? Are the Platinum Kings going to pick up the victory here, folks? Carlos up to the top. And the left hand strikes here from Motor to Reyes. And Reyes kicking away here. Oh, and he just kicked Motor from the top. Reyes is going to escape, folks. I think Motor landed awkwardly flat onto the high of his shoulders here, and Carlos Reyes looks to have done it, folks. He's over the top. The Platinum Kings are both out of the cage, and if Reyes can just drop to the floor now, they'll have picked up victory for his team. And he's done it. The team of the Platinum Kings pick up victory here tonight at Final Night 2. It's a victory in the match, but it's not the victory they would have wanted. You know the Platinum Kings would have liked to have got their hands on Wrench M, but he escaped the cage nice and early, avoiding his comeuppance yet again, but it's a massive win nonetheless for the Platinum Kings. in their 7th ranked tag team matchup, and the Grim Reapers pick up another loss in theirs. They still have a fantastic record of 17 wins to 11 losses, but it's the Platinum Kings to pick up the win here. Folks, there's plenty of action still yet to come. Light heavyweight title on the line next, of course, as Prince Toro takes on the champion of Killian Curse in his first defense of that championship since he dethroned the Dragon. Massive win for the Platinum Kings. Light heavyweight title coming up right here next, folks. Don't go anywhere. To Violent Night 2 here by Championship Wrestling Series. This next bout is for our light heavyweight championship, and for reasons, this is a last man standing matchup. Of course, a couple of months back at the Survivor Slam, you may remember that the team of Los Bestias Locas defeated the Cosmic Alliance, resulting in Los Bestias Locas having a tag team opportunity and a light heavyweight championship opportunity at a time and place of their choosing. And the team of Pantera Rojados and Loco Lobozu chose tonight, folks, in the tag team matchup for the championships. Prince Toro also chose tonight for the light heavyweight championship opportunity that he had. And now here he is, folks, making his way to the ring right now. Prince Toro for his 16th ranked singles matchup. 8 wins, 7 losses. First time competing for the light heavyweight championship. And because he chose tonight at Violent Night, we gave the champion the stipulation choice. And Killian Curse has decided that in his first championship defense, he wants to be the last man standing. So we've got Prince Toro, your challenger, here this evening, this wild and crazy beast, Prince Toro, coming up against this man right here, representing the Cursed Ones. It's our first time seeing him with that CWS Light Heavyweight Championship, and it looks so very good around his waist. This is the man that defanged the dragon. He pried the gold out of the dragon's hoard, the dragon's grasp. This is Killian Curse with 6 wins, 7 losses. This is his 14th ranked singles matchup. And Killian Curse, defending his championship for the first time, was offered the chance to pick the stipulation on this matchup, and he decided that he wanted to make a statement. And if he can put Prince Toro down, the statement will be made, folks. Remember, Prince Toro has won a contenders matchup. This guy has competed at the heavyweight division. And here he is after dropping some weight here to make it down to the light heavyweight division to challenge for this championship. That's why he gave himself so much time between winning the opportunity and giving the date and choosing tonight to be the night he needed to systematically drop enough weight to get under the 205 limit, and Toro has just about done that, folks. Killian Curse looking great with that championship around his waist. Remember, folks, last man standing means you have to have your opponent down for a consecutive 10-second count by the referee. No disqualification other than that, folks. It's the only way to win, so you do what you want. This thing could be particularly dangerous, depending on how violent you're willing to get. Who knows what we're going to see in this one. Killian Curse now with that championship over his shoulder, and for the first time raising it up. He is proud of this one, folks, showing the fans what he has earned, what he is defending here tonight at Violent Night 2. Folks, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then what are you waiting for? Please do so. 5 shows a month. That's 4 episodes of Tombstone TV at least a month, folks, and at least 1 pay-per-view event. We are working through our back catalogue, getting that uploaded as well, with shorts and so much more coming. At the end of 2023, folks, we had 25 subscribers. As of recording right now, I have 124, and I'd love for that to continue to grow. The referee rings the bell, and Prince Toro out the gates, immediately taking the fight to the champion with a series of gut punches and a kick to the side of the head. Killian Curse getting back up to his feet, but Toro won't allow him. Toro grabbing him and whips him. No, and Killian Curse reverses that, and a big right hand there, and Toro dangling off the apron, and Killian Curse with the third consecutive right hand, and he just took Toro down. Killian now climbing out of the ring and into the grasp here of Prince Toro, who just bounces the head of Killian Curse off the apron. And folks, we all know the apron is the hardest part of the virtual wrestling ring. Look at the offense here from Toro on the outside, who we rarely see Prince Toro spill to the outside in these matches. He is, of course, representing the team of Las Bestias Locas, and we are going to see... My God, look at that Avada Kedavra knee! And Toro's been taken down. We will see, of course, Las Bestias Locas in that tag match next, folks, for the tag team titles as they challenge Lock and Load in their first tag defense of those championships. This might be an absolutely great night for Las Bestias Locas, having already picked up the Women's World Championship earlier tonight. Anaconda dethroning Wanda Curse is another member of Las Bestias Locas. Going to take a title off of another cursed one. And my God, this is it, folks. Rescue up to 9, and Toro stirring off the Avada Kedavra, but he makes it back to his feet by the count of 9. Killian Curse with his back to him. Big right hand, he turned him inside out. Oh, but to go behind here from Prince Toro, stomping into the back of the leg and a forearm shot to the back, and he's just whipped Killian off the ropes, and Killian launches back. Look at that leapfrog and the drop down on Toro with that spear. He just cut him in half. He cut him in dose with that spear, but Toro is going back for more. Not waiting for the referee to count down Killian. He bounces his head off the top turnbuckle and some kicks to the midsection here, and choking away here at Killian Curse. But Killian is the master of the curses. He's the master of the submissions. You don't want to go into a submission battle with him. Look at this, he's going for a neckbreaker, and he drives him flat down just like that. Killian in control. The referee counting again is Killian Curse. Oh, he's stalking Toro. What's Killian looking for? Oh, again to go behind with the point of the elbow to the back of the head here, and Prince Toro is in control. Big backdrop. Killian may regret. Oh my God, look at this. Toro in the corner. Toro with another spear. A second spear, and Toro, he just caught him in those, folks. He quite literally did that. Is Prince Toro about to become the light heavyweight champion? Is another member of Las Bestias Locas going to take a title from a member of the Cursed Ones, folks? Refs count up to 6, 7. Toro celebrating already. Killian Curse is on the flat of his back, folks. Shoulders down. He picked his dip, and he's lost the matchup just like that. He gets up a second too late, and Prince Toro has cut Killian Curse in half. And folks, Toro has done it. He has claimed gold for the first time here in CWS. Prince Toro picks up the win, and he goes 9-7. Killian Curse going 6-8, and we have ourselves a new champion here, folks. Massive victory there for Las Bestias Locas, who have gone 2 for 2. Will they be as lucky again here, folks, when they go into the tag team matchup against Lock and Load? Find out with me next, folks. Las Bestias Locas again, they picked the night of the fight, and it's Lock and Load who picked the stipulation, and folks, Hell in a Cell. That's right, the cops, Lock and Load, have picked a cell, and they're hoping to cage main event here tonight at Violent Night 2. I'm so buff and awesome. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, folks. It really helps the channel. When we started the year, we only had 25 subscribers now. I'm currently sitting at 124. That's a heck of a growth, folks. By the end of the year, I'd love to have gained over 100 subs. So if we can push that over, it would be fantastic. Introducing first the challengers, the team of Las Bestias Locas. On your left, Pantera Roados, and on your right, former Future Shop briefcase holder, former World Heavyweight Champion, former Tag Team Champions, and he was a former, well, I guess the current Stadium Royale winner, Loco Lobo Azul. Las Bestias Locas, folks. Anaconda's already picked up the Women's Championship tonight. Prince Toro's picked up the Light Heavyweight Championship. Will 3 different championships be within the grasp of Las Bestias Locas by the end of the night, folks, as they challenge Lock and Load for those tag team titles? Of course, it was back at the Survivor Slam that Prince Toro, Pantera Roados, and Loco Lobo Azul defeated the Cosmic Alliance in a Survivor Slam matchup, a 3-on-3 elimination bout. And the winners of that, of course, being Las Bestias Locas, they won a tag team title opportunity and a light heavyweight championship opportunity at the time and the place of their choosing. And because Prince Toro wanted to drop a bit of weight, to get into that light heavyweight division. He chose Violent Night 2 and Los Bestias Locas tag team here. They chose the same night. Because they picked the date, the champs were afforded the opportunity to pick a stipulation. And our current champions, Bobby Locke and Tommy Load, they decided to lock these wild animals, Los Bestias Locas, inside of a cage. Inside of a cell, folks. Lock and Load locked themselves inside of a cell with Pantera Rodos, Loco Lobo Azul, with the CWS World's Tag Team Championships on the line. On your left, Bobby Locke. On the right, Tom E. Load. These guys making their second defensive tag team champions. I made a mistake last month, folks, when I referred to them as winning the championships at the Eliminator pay-per-view. They didn't, of course. They won it the month before from the Grim Reapers inside of a Hell in a Cell match. It's kind of become their matchup. Will it still be their matchup by the end of the night, folks? We saw the other two teams from that triangle ladder match last month, the Platinum Kings and the Grim Reapers. We saw them face each other earlier tonight, and the Platinum Kings picked up the victory in that one. Still not after getting the blood that they wanted from the Grim Reapers, but they did get the victory on paper. Will that put it to bed? Something inside me says, no, it's not quite done. But we'll find out together, folks, won't we? Tonight, Los Bestias Locas have the chance to become two-time champs. Yes, the Grim Reapers have held the tag team titles twice, folks, but that was two different iterations of the group. The Man They Call Motor teamed with Tommy Torque Thompson the first time to get the titles, and the second run was with Wrench M and the Man They Call Motor. If Loco Lobo Azul and Pantera Rodos win here tonight, they will become the first duo to become two-time champions. So Lock and Load, obviously they don't want that to happen because it would mean their run comes to an end. Tag team titles being raised up here by our referee for the evening. Of course, Los Bestias Locas in their 15th tag team matchup here with 8 wins and 6 losses. Lock and Load in their 21st with 11 wins, 9 losses. And the referee rings the bell and this match starts off. Dynamic Ham straight into the cage. Catch the action as Loco Lobo Azul gets launched to the outside here by Tom E. Load, and Pantera going straight with the bulldog from the top rope to Bobby Locke. And Pantera now going back up to the top rope with that big elbow. Pantera with the Loco elbow, and I think he's already, after bursting open the face of the champion Bobby Locke, has already been cut open. He has, folks. He's been cut open above his right eye, and it's dripping down his face already. Pantera in control of Bobby Locke in the ring, and on the outside, Loco Lobo Azul taking the fight here to Tommy Lowe. Big right hand, and he's locking up with him on the outside. And Loco just tosses Tommy into the cage wall. Bobby Locke now at the side of his own blood after firing up a little bit, taking the fight back to Pantera, it seems. And Loco with the elbow to the face of Tommy, and the super kick on the outside. Bobby Locke now in the ring, using that rope to launch himself into the air and stomp extra weight and velocity across the chest here. Pantera, who kicks back out and catches Locke into the face. And now Loco getting back into the ring. Loco, oh, he saw his opportunity there. Pantera got knocked back, and look at that reverse, I don't know, breaker thing. Oh, a big backbreaker here. Loco immediately going for the big moves here. His signature triple backbreaker here to Bobby Locke. And a big boot from Tom E. Load to Pantera. But we've got a cover here, folks. We got a 1. We got a 2. And Tom E. right place, right time to break up the pinfall attempt on his partner here, Bobby Locke. Tom E. now with the right hand here to Loco. But Pantera focusing on getting Bobby out of the ring. All 4 men now going to the outside. And we've got Load and Loco, Pantera all talking trash here, squaring up to each other. Load looks the bomb right now, folks, because he's standing toe-to-toe with both members of Los Bestias Locas. Pantera now up on the apron. And he comes down, super kick. Oh my god, he broke the Mexican standoff. And I can say it's a Mexican standoff because Pantera Rodos is Mexican. go and load now. Still talking trash here on the outside. Someone's got to get out of the way because this thing is slowed down. And a super kick here to load. Loco, my God, eats a chin breaker here. And a European uppercut from Tommy Load. Goes behind and a right hand here to the face of Loco Lobo Azul. And another European uppercut. Chaos, folks, here. Load with the right hand here to Loco Lobo Azul and Pantera and Bobby just watching on. Oh, the super kick. The right hand. It's as if they just came back to life here, folks. Pantera just bounced off that cage wall. And Load is now throwing Pantera around on the outside. Loco got tossed into the steel stairs. There was a lot of trash talk and not a lot of action there for at least a minute or two, folks. Sorry about that. Load. Oh, sneaking up there. Loco launches Bobby into the ring. And Load manages to get up behind him. And another European uppercut here to Loco Lobo's on the outside. Loco having tried to run away. And my God, Load is giving chase. Meanwhile, in the ring, a massive spine buster there from Locke to Pantera, and we got a 1, 2, and Pantera gets his shoulder up off the mat, and the referee throws the 2 up to show the fans in the back that this is not done. Big massive spin out slam, but my God, Loco gets back into the ring right in time to break up the pinfall attempt. All 4 men back into the ring. By Night 2, the tag team championships of the world are on the line, and Loco spikes Load down to the mat, and the clothesline taking him down. Loco Lobo is here going to the top rope. Is he looking for that Loco elbow? And from the top he locks it up. My God, the Loco elbow. Load is down. Have we got new tag team champions? 1, 2, 3, we do it, folks, inside of Hell in a Cell. Lock and Load lose the titles, and Los Bestias Locos become 2-time men's world tag team champs. The fans in the attendance tonight, folks, not happy with that one. But in their 15th ranked tag team matchup, Los Bestias Locos become 2-time champs. Lock and Load losing the titles here tonight, folks. Let's take nothing away from them, but my gosh, can we celebrate Los Bestias Locos in the same night they just won the women's world title, the men's light heavyweight championships, and folks, now the men's tag team championships. Has every team ever been in the history of virtual wrestling, folks? CWS ends the year. It's the era of Los Bestias Locos. Don't go anywhere, folks, as we've got the men's world title on the line next. Thiago K. Oliveira defends his world's championship from this month's contender, folks. Eli Valentine. And I'm getting... This is going to be an ambulance matchup. Folks, don't go anywhere. The main event of the night is coming up right here next. At Violent Night 2, we're at the main event. The World's Heavyweight Championship will be on the line in this ambulance matchup. Thank you for joining us, folks, at CWS. Thanks for making this year literally the biggest year we've had. Introducing first. That's right, folks, the winner of this month's contenders matchup, Mr. Eli Valentine, picked up the victory at Contenders 17. And his first time ever, Eli Valentine is going to contend for the heavyweight championship of the world. The former light heavyweight champion, of course, ended season 1 as the light heavyweight champ. Eli Valentine, one of the most matches to record here in CWS. 13 wins, 15 losses. This is his 29th ranked singles matchup. As unlikely as it was just a few short weeks ago that Eli Valentine would be contending for the heavyweight championship of the world, let me take you on a little journey, folks. A couple of weeks ago we realized we didn't have enough men to fill out our bracket of 20 guys for the contenders pool. Moonbeam Jr. ended up winning a fatal 4-way and proved that he was worthy enough by defeating local Lobo Azul to get into the contenders match. He ended up defeating Garanoon last to go to contenders. Against this match, Thiago K. Oliveira. And folks, we afforded some other guys opportunities too. Eli Valentine won that matchup, and here he is, folks, after winning Contender 17, and here he is staring down the biggest matchup of his career and staring down one of the scariest opponents he's ever faced. The Brazilian stallion, Thiago K. Oliveira, the world's heavyweight champion. 10 wins, 6 losses. TKO is here. He's a 2-time contender winner himself. Former feature shot briefcase holder TKO is your world's champion. He's already put down Moonbeam Jr. He took the title out of the hands of Tiernan Oak, albeit after Tiernan had already wrestled a 20-minute tag team match with Moonbeam Jr. his partner up against his rivals Garanoon and Pete Boggs. But Tiernan chose his TKO chose his moment and picked off Tiernan's bones that night on Tombstone TV, and has since been undefeated as a champion. Here he is, folks. He's going up against Eli Valentine. A lot of people would consider this to be a mismatch. A lot of people would say that TKO is going to walk all over Eli in this one. I'm not sure about that one, folks. I want to give Eli the benefit of the doubt. He's a fighting competitor. He's got a lot of heart in him. Eli is quick. We've seen him use that resource and dip into his talent pool before, and yes, this is the biggest matchup of his career, but Eli will take this seriously. And folks, the fact it's an ambulance match may help Eli Valentine. TKO is more of a shoot fighter. He's obviously got that mixed martial arts background. Eli might be a bit more used to the violence associated with Violent Night. More likely to go under the ring and pull out some weapons maybe. Let's see how this one plays out here, folks, as Eli Valentine challenges TKO in an ambulance match for the World's Heavyweight Championship. What a strange sentence. But the reality is, folks, that Eli is the #1 contender. And the referee rings the bell. TKO immediately using his power, and he just launches Eli over the top rope, and outside of the floor, right over to the ambulance, is TKO, just looking to squash Valentine off the gates. Driving the knee of Valentine into the thin pads here, and driving the head of him down as well. And TKO using his superior strength and size, his power, to take Valentine down. Wrenching at the leg here. TKO in total control. TKO lifts Eli onto his shoulder and drops him face first onto the apron. And folks, we all know that the apron is the hardest part of the virtual wrestling ring. TKO now dropping the elbow across the back of Eli Valentine, and TKO taunting Valentine now, folks. Making light work of the challenger. Goes for that right hand strike, and Valentine manages to block the punch. Very interesting. And as I suspected, folks, Valentine's the first man to go under the ring and get a weapon. Straight away getting that sledgehammer. And TKO goes out to the ambulance and he opens those doors. Eli dropping the hammer, and TKO going under the ring for some plunder of his own. Pulling out a steel chair, and Eli, quick as a whippet, chopping the hands here and taking advantage, making TKO drop that chair. Valentine's not going to want to go blow for blow here with TKO. Or maybe he is, folks. Kicking across the back here of Thiago K. Oliveira, and the Brazilian stallion might have taken Eli Valentine a bit too lightly. Big right hand over the back here from Eli Valentine to TKO. Chop across the chest, right hand, and a super kick to the midsection. Eli with some chops, some more strikes, and another kick. The aim of this match, folks, is to weaken your opponent to the point that you can get them into the back of the ambulance and close both the doors. Eli now getting thrown around the outside here by TKO. I don't know, does Eli have the strength to do that to TKO? I think TKO might have this one, folks. Knee to the midsection here, and TKO just powering Eli up and driving him down onto those thin pads on the outside, thin virtual pads to protect our virtual wrestlers from the virtual concrete below. And a big right hand turn him inside out, but Eli fights back out of the sleeper attempt, and look at that for a flipping neck breaker, and he just took TKO down. Eli Valentine, it's as if he heard me, folks, and he's fighting back. Look at these strikes and leaps into the air, big right hand, and TKO didn't know which way those strikes were coming from. I didn't know Eli had this in his repertoire, folks. I'm sorry, Eli Valentine, I wasn't familiar with your game. Eli sliding back into the ring to get that hammer. Thinks better of it, throws it down. And he might regret that now as he gets a clothesline to the back of the head, and Valentine gets dropped. TKO grappling here with the kick low, and TKO now, is he looking to powerbomb Valentine into the back of that ambulance. And TKO now looking to close the doors to the ambulance. And Valentine's fighting his way back out, folks. Look at this. Valentine manages to use that door as a weapon and bounce it off the face of TKO. Valentine now whips. Nah, TKO reversed it. Valentine just went ribs first into the back of the ambulance. And TKO talking trash to him right now, folks, and he just launches him in. And that might be that, folks. TKO now looking to close the doors again. And Valentine again. Quick as he'll whip it back up, and he's pushing back on the doors. And he bounces the door off the face of TKO one more time. Valentine now outside of the ambulance, back onto the massive side, and he's dropping the elbow onto the inside leg. Thiago K. Oliveira could make light work of Eli Valentine in this matchup, but the longer it goes, it might favour Valentine. I don't know. The stamina game of TKO is not incomparable like to anyone else. He's just nothing but lean meat. TKO whipping Eli again over the top rope and outside. The power of TKO. He just launched Eli at the ropes, and Eli thrown over the top rope and outside of the floor. And now TKO sledgehammer in hand. Oh, into the lower back. Sledgehammer shot. Valentine rolls out of the way of the second one, and now a stiff clobbering blow across the back, and TKO gets brought down to his knees. And Eli now dragging TKO over to the ambulance. Valentine now tosses TKO into the back of the ambulance for the first time. And Valentine looking to close the door, but TKO is fighting his way back out. TKO gonna push at the door, and you'd have to think that TKO wins this battle, folks, with strength. And he does. He bounces the door off the face of Eli Valentine. TKO now the belly, and he just throws Valentine hard onto the floor. TKO again tossing Valentine ribs first into the ambulance. But Valentine's fighting back. The heart and soul of this guy. Valentine's got a lot of heart, it's got to be said. Get it? Valentine, heart. And Eli's climbing to the top of the ambulance. Climbing that ladder to the top of the ambulance. And what's Eli Valentine got in mind, folks? As if laying down the challenge here to TKO. Come and meet me at the top. Eli's going to do something drastic, folks. TKO giving chase. Gets to the top. Big right hand. And the German suplex on top of the ambulance. TKO. Oh my God, he went up to meet the challenge of Eli Valentine, and I thought he was going to throw him off there, folks. Big right hand. And leaping up and taking Valentine down with this choke on top of the ambulance. Eli won't be able to fight his way back out of the back of the ambulance, folks, if he is out cold. TKO now on top of the ambulance, stalking Eli. And again, my God, a German suplex on top of the ambulance. The steel of the ambulance connecting with the head and the skull of Eli. And Eli just got tossed off the top. And TKO launched himself off the top with the crossbody splash. Eli might be out, folks, as the fans chant, "This is awesome." TKO scooping him up for the powerbomb. And he just power bombs him into the ambulance. But TKO caught the doors and he's fighting his way out. Can you believe the fight? The heart of this guy, Eli Valentine, dropping TKO with a DDT outside on the floor. Folks, I truly believe TKO is just going to walk all over Eli Valentine in this one. But Valentine is showing the fight, the resolve. He is a competitor. He is a contender, folks. Chops, and look at this. This combination of blows outside on the floor yet again, and Valentine putting his heart on the line here, folks. Dragging TK over to the ambulance. Is Valentine going to do the unthinkable here tonight and defeat TKO for the World's Heavyweight Championship? Eli is going to close the door here, folks. TKO's fighting his way back, pushing back on the door. Valentine sweating, and he's closed the first door. Eli Valentine is close to this one, folks. TKO battling, trying to stay alive in this one. Eli just closes this door and he wins the match, but not. TKO boots the doors back open. Thiago K. Oliveira, the Brazilian stallion, scoops up Eli Valentine and launches him like a lawn dart, folks. Just tosses Valentine into the back of the ambulance. And TKO now closing the door. This might be it, folks. TKO might be about to retain the championship. He's got the first door closed. Will he close the second door on Eli? Eli's dream's going to be dashed here at Violent Night 2. TKO is going to close the doors, folks. He's going to shove those doors closed. And oh my God, Eli, all his body weight, throws himself against the doors and pushes them back open. TKO, Eli Valentine, they're taking it back to the ring. TKO's getting back to the feet, and Eli with the shovel, folks, over the top of the head. One across the midsection, one in the back, and my God, a European spinning uppercut here. TKO might have seen enough, folks. My God, shovel shots. You want to introduce the shovel to the matchup, but TKO's going to let you. He's going to clock you over the skull with that one. Eli might regret using this weapon on TKO because TKO's now using the weapon back on him. Eli whipping TKO into the corner. And folks, Eli Valentine, he's scooping TKO up. But TKO escaped it and dropped him with a DDT. Thiago K. Oliveira, the Brazilian stallion, the mixed martial arts expert, stalking Eli Valentine. Is he looking for the sleeper? He's got the sleeper and he throws him over the top of his head. That sleeper style suplex, and Eli rolls to the outside. TKO climbing to the top, and Thiago looking to fly with an elbow drop, and I'm not sure how much of that he got, folks. I think he might have grazed him with that one. Reckless behavior, out of TKO's usual repertoire, shall we say. TKO shovel in hand now, giving chase to Valentine on the outside, and he goes, clocks him directly over the top of the head, and he's swinging that thing. My God, folks, shovel shot after shovel shot, that snow shovel, and Eli must be regretting bringing that one into the matchup right now. And look at that, loops in the air, and he took TKO down. This might be Eli's last flurry in the bout, folks. Is he going to pick up the victory? Eli now launching TKO back into the ring. Eli going back under the ring one more time, and what's he got now, folks? He's got that kendo stick, and he's clocking him around the back and the front. Eli with the stick in hand, and TKO evades him, and that belly suplex. TKO evades that shot, and folks, now it's TKO, the man with the kendo stick, whipping it, and he just broke that over the midsection of TKO. Sledgehammers, shovels, the ambulance itself is a weapon, gravity itself, their own bodies have been weapons in this one, and Eli gets launched outside again. TKO giving chase, and surely TKO is one big move away from winning this matchup, folks. He scoops him up, but Eli escapes one more time and reverses it, drops him down flat to the mat, and TKO's head hits the ground hard. Eli stalking the champ, and Eli, my goodness gracious me, that flurry outside on the floor. And is Eli Valentine going to do the unthinkable, folks? Another flurry. Eli is throwing everything he has in his arsenal at TKO outside on the floor. And Valentine is as close now as he has ever been to the heavyweight championship. This is his moment. If he's ever gonna do it, it might be tonight, folks. TKO in peril. He's definitely taken Eli lightly. He thought this would be a walkover, and it's not been the case. Eli's put up a heck of a fight so far, but TKO has used his power and his speed, and he's got him up on the shoulder, and he's just gonna throw him into the back of that ambulance. And Eli now struggling to get out of it. TKO looking to close that door, and the Brazilian Stallion looking to slam the door on the dreams of Eli and any of the Tombstoners who might want to see Eli Valentine become World Heavyweight Champion tonight. But no, TKO has closed the doors, folks, and the referee is called for the bell. TKO retains the championship, and it's another successful defense for Thiago K. Oliveira, picking up a victory here tonight, folks. In the biggest match of Eli Valentine's career, he comes up short, but he is up against a fighting champion in the Brazilian Stallion. And I want to say thank you for joining us here tonight for Violent Night 2, folks. Come back next month. We will have Stadium Royale 2025, and we have Tombstone TV coming out just next Tuesday, folks. Subscribe to the channel, go back and watch the old videos. We're doing our best to get the historical content up there, folks. We want to get everything that we've ever recorded up there in long form content. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I'm hitting my goals, folks. We're aiming high, and we're going for them. Remember to stay decent, stay class, and I hope to see you here again next week for Tombstone TV. I've been Bullock and Awesome. This was Violent Night 2, the 12 matches of Christmas. Let me know in the comment section down below what your favourite match of the night was, folks. And I hope to see you here again for Tombstone TV next Tuesday. Thank you and good night.